Since 1930, if it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com to learn more.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Also brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by FMC. Get season-long protection from the inside out with Xyway brand fungicides from FMC.
Thanks, Rob. Key number one is going to be the three-point shooting for the Badgers. Just think that's going to be pivotal for these guys to be able to come into Mackey Arena and pull off an upset. We've seen the Northwestern earlier this year really shoot the ball at a high level, and they were that close to being able to pull off the win before Purdue prevailed in overtime. The Badgers in the first matchup at the Kohl Center, just 3 for 19 from 3. That's just not going to get it done here on the road if they want to have a chance to beat the Boilers here senior day. When you look at this team as a whole, they're a 34% three-point shooting team, so not terrible, but certainly not great. But they got a number of guys who are very capable, long-range shooters. A.J. Storr, their leading scorer, 16 points a game. He's shooting just 31%, but he's certainly got the ability to get red hot from 3 and can take and make difficult threes. Steven Crowell at the center position can step out and shoot it, shooting close to 44% from 3. And then Max Klesmit coming off the bench today, a guy who started every game all year long. He's shooting 38% from 3 and is certainly capable of getting red hot from long range. So Purdue's going to have to keep their eye on him as he comes off the bench. The second key is just the intensity level of this Purdue team. It's a game from a Big Ten standpoint that for Purdue doesn't have a lot of meaning. Purdue has clinched the outright title for the second consecutive year already. That is in the books. And then, from a big picture standpoint, Purdue has a number 1 seed in the Big Ten tournament and a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, all but locked up. So how does this Purdue team come out? This Wisconsin team, which has lost 7 of their last 10 games here to close the season, they're a veteran group. They're prideful. They know Purdue came into their building and won earlier this season, and kind of that tipping point for them as they were not able to get that win and try to get a Big Ten championship this year. So they're going to be extremely hungry, I think, coming to this building and trying to play spoiler. So does Purdue have enough energy and intensity, even with not a lot on the line, to be able to come out and match the intensity level of the Badgers? Because if they don't, if they're sleepwalking here early, the Badgers could build a lead, and it could be tough for Purdue to overcome that. Third and final key is going to be the play of the lone senior on this team, Tyler Wall, the lone guy who went through the senior day festivities for this Badger club when they beat Rutgers in their previous game. He 20 points against the Boilers the first time around in Madison, was really the guy that kept them in the ball game for large portions of that afternoon. And he's a crafty player. He's not a guy who shoots the ball well from the perimeter, but he's got that ability to have amazing footwork. He's got a nice first step. He can really operate down on the block using either hand. And we see it in this matchup with Purdue over the last couple of years, a cross match where Purdue will put Zach E on him, try to use Zach's size and physicality to defend him and not allow him to have success around the basket. And we'll see if Purdue does anything different after Wall had some success in that first game. Will be interesting to see, but Tyler Wall just 3 points in their last game against Rutgers, so he's certainly not coming into this one on a high note. But that guy playing in his last regular season game of his career is going to want to come in and have a big game on the road.
Purdue and Wisconsin. Boilermakers have not swept the regular season series from the Badgers since dating back to 2015-2016 season. The Badgers always a tough out for the Purdue Boilermakers. Before we step aside for our final pregame break, a special moment taking place here at center court has Braden Smith being given an honorary basketball, celebrating the fact that last Tuesday night against Illinois, Braden became the school's single-season all-time assist leader. No one has had more assists in a single season than Braden Smith. He needed two 2 assists going into that game against Illinois Tuesday night to bypass Bruce Parkinson to set the single-season record. And he has done just that. Plus, of course, still a few more games to go for Braden Smith. So he is blowing right past that particular single-season record. The most assists ever in a season now lies in the hands of the sophomore Braden Smith. That's it for our pregame show. Starting lineups and the opening tip-off when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace.
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud to be longtime fans and supporters of Purdue Athletics. Also brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
Now, a very special moment here at Mackey Arena as the Purdue Pep Band played the Canadian national anthem prior to playing the United States national anthem. Obviously, in honor of the senior Zach Edey on Senior Day, the Canadian national anthem played here for Big Z at Mackey Arena. Time now for today's starting lineup, presented by Hayes & Sons, helping Boilermakers restore their property damaged by fire, water, mold, or storms for over 42 years. At Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. The Wisconsin Badgers are 19-11 overall. They are 11-8 in Big Ten competition. By the way, they have made a change in the starting lineup. Max Klesmit is now in the starting lineup. He was not in it originally, listed as questionable on the injury report, but they have made a change, so he will start. Max Klesmit is in the starting lineup. Different from what we were told 10 minutes ago, and I bring that up because here are the starters. Klesmit, 6'4", 200-pound junior from Neenah, Wisconsin. Transferring in from Wofford last season, 1,100 career points for Max Klesmit. Also at a guard position, Chucky Hepburn, 6'2", 195-pound junior from Omaha, Nebraska. He is averaging 8.7 points a ball game, 3.4 rebounds, 3.8 assists per game. The forwards are Tyler Wall, 6'9", 225-pound grad student from Lakeville, Minnesota. He was Mr. Do Everything against the Boilermakers back on February the 4th. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He led them in every major statistical category, also including steals and block shots. He did it all for Wisconsin in that first matchup. A.J. Storr is in the starting lineup, a 6'7", 205-pound sophomore from Rockford, Illinois, transferring in from St. John's. He had 14 points in that first game against the Boilermakers. The center is Stephen Crowell, 7 feet, 247 pounds, a junior from Eagan, Minnesota. He has 6 double-doubles this year, averages 11.1 points and 7.7 rebounds a game. The head coach of the Badgers is Greg Gard in his 9th season as the boss of the boss of the Badgers, I should say, after serving 14 seasons as an assistant to Bo Ryan. Greg Gard is 4-9 all-time against Purdue. He was the Big Ten Coach of the Year in 2022. Here's how the Boilermakers will go. The same starting lineup for every single game this year. Point guard Braden Smith, 6 foot, 175-pound sophomore from Westfield. Named the Bob Cousy watch list and the Oscar Robertson watch list late in the season. 19.6 rebounds in that first meeting at Wisconsin. His running mate in the backcourt, Lance Jones, a 6'1", 200-pound, fifth-year player from Evanston, Illinois. The transfer in from Southern Illinois. 20 points, 6 rebounds at Wisconsin back on February the 4th. The forwards are Fletcher Lawyer, 6'4", 180-pound sophomore from Fort Wayne's Homestead High School, and Trey Kaufman-Renn, 6'9", 230-pound redshirt sophomore from Sellersburg, Indiana. The big man in the middle, the senior on senior day, Zach Edey, 7'4", 300 pounds from Toronto. Played his high school basketball at IMG Academy in Florida. He's the nation's second leading scorer at 24.1 points a game and the nation's third leading rebounder at 11.7 rebounds per game. Zach Edey needs 3 rebounds in this game today to become the first player in the history of the Big Ten to have 2,200-plus points and 1,200-plus rebounds. Head coach of the Boilermakers, Matt Painter, in his 19th season as the boss of the Boilers. He's on the Naismith Coach of the Year late season list. That includes just 15 coaches. Coach Painter, 13-16 all-time against Wisconsin. Coach Painter is 14-4 all-time as a head coach on senior day here at Purdue. Our 3-man officiating crew for this one is assigned by the Big Ten. Terry Oglesby, Courtney Green, and John Gaffney. The Badgers traveling today in red uniforms. They call it Cardinal Red. It's red jerseys, red shorts. It reads Wisconsin in white and capital lettering across the chest with white numerals front and back in white trim. Boilermakers in home whites and the throwback unis with a script Purdue across the chest in black with old gold trim. The white jersey, the white shorts, the black numerals front and back for the Boilermakers. Sold out Mackey Arena, 73rd straight sellout, to see if this Purdue group of seniors can close out an undefeated home campaign. Opening tip-off for today, presented by Republic Airways. Apply to Lift Academy and start your aviation career today.
Well, Rob, got to say, that starting lineups right there, that was pretty neat to see. Zach Edey, Lance Jones, of course, the 2 seniors in that starting lineup. But, man, Big Z, when he got his name called there to close out the group, he had his hand outstretched up in the air telling the crowd, let me hear it, let me hear that Zach Edey one last time. That was a pretty neat moment. And, man, Big Z, what a legacy.
What a legacy. Already the school's all-time leading rebounder. 66 points away from being the school's all-time leading scorer. The reigning National Player of the Year, and it certainly looks like he is headed to that honor again in 2024. As a matter of fact, I would call it a minor miracle, a major miracle, if he did not win National Player of the Year this year.
Yeah, that's almost that's as much of a lock basically as the Boilers being the #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Those things are happening.
will jump it up against Crowell.
And the officials and Coach Painter, they just talked to them. People may remember Crowell in the first game grabbed Zach's arm going up.
This time the tip is clean. It's handled by the Boilermakers, and we are underway for a final time this season at Mackey Arena. Purdue traveling right to left in their white uniforms as Wisconsin opens up in half-court man-to-man defense. Braden Smith works his way to the right elbow, stops, fakes a shot, now will shoot it after Hepburn went blowing past him. Missed it, rebounded by Edey. Edey with an offensive rebound. Purdue a second opportunity here thanks to the reload from Zach Edey. He's doubled on the right block as Edey tried to step through some trouble and will have a held ball situation. Crowell tied up Edey once the ball was thrown to the right block. Wisconsin doubling. And on the held ball situation, possession arrow favors Wisconsin.
Well, unfortunate there for Purdue to lose that jump ball, but there Crowell and Zach getting tied up. A little motion being showed there. I kind of like the maybe wake Big Z up here.
Hepburn to the right wing for the Badgers. Now to Wall, dribbles left elbow, bounces it left side, Klesmet. Klesmet from 18 feet, left wing, left it short, and it's rebounded by Purdue's Fletcher Lawyer. So both teams come up empty on their opening trips offensively. Braden Smith to the left elbow with a left-handed dribble. Keeps going underneath the bucket. Outside he goes to Lawyer. Now inside to Edey. He'll spin. He'll shoot with a left-handed hook shot, but he will miss. And Chucky Hepburn rebounds for the Badgers. Hepburn averages 3.5 rebounds a game. Wisconsin with the ball. Hepburn driving in left elbow, stopping and shooting from 12 feet and scoring. Chucky Hepburn with the first scoring of the ball game, and Wisconsin leads 2-0.
Well, as far as defensive intensity goes, I think Purdue's going to have to ramp it up here. Klesmet and Hepburn on back-to-back possessions getting really clean looks. That time Hepburn able to knock it home.
Purdue left baseline to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Kick it to Lance Jones for a three. He'll get a friendly roll, and it's a bullseye for the senior, Lance Jones.
How about the Mackey Arena rims and Lance's final game here in the building, giving him a nice friendly roll there on the first jumper.
His 271st career three-point make. Purdue's up 3-2 over the Badgers with 18:10 to go in this first half. Klesmet to Crowell, backing down Trey Kaufman-Wren on the left block. Now throws it out high to Storr. Storr will drive. He'll attack Edey and have a shot blocked. Blocked by Edey. He gives it to Braden Smith. Purdue on a run. 3-on-3. Lance Jones, a three. Banked it in. He banked in a triple from the left wing. Purdue leads 6-2.
Wow, so first it's the rim, now it's the glass. Lance Jones utilizing all of the friendly environments here at Mackey Arena.
He missed it so badly it went in the basket. Purdue up 6-2 over the Badgers. Inside the Wall, facing up against Edey. Dribbles to the right block, shoots a layup somehow. He dribbled past Edey. Nice take by Tyler Wall, and it's 6-4 Purdue.
Zach was able to get the best of him in a lot of those early matchups on this cross match, but in Madison and now here early, Wall showing the quickness against Zach.
Here's the ball tipped out of bounds, and last touch by Purdue. Purdue trying to enter the ball left wing, and it was lost last touch by Purdue's Braden Smith. A.J. Storr exiting the game. Wisconsin will be the first to sub, bringing in Jonathan Blackwell, the 6'4 freshman from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
On that play, Braden Smith telling Lance, hey, put a little more zip on that pass.
Hepburn to the high right wing. Stops. Throws it to the right block. Caught by Wall. 2 turnovers in the game early for the Boilermakers. 3 on the way left wing. Blackwell in and out, no good. Rebounded Braden Smith. Purdue on a run right to left. Boilermakers with a 6-4 early lead over the Badgers of Wisconsin. Inside to Edey on the block against Crowell. That's the left block. Spins, gets a double team and fouled as he was spinning to the bucket. Klesmet was coming on a double team and reached in there and got a little bit too much of the wrist. Foul on Max Klesmet, his first. And is this a shooting foul or on the floor? That's the debate now with the officiating crew. Could this be a shooting foul? Yes, it will be. 2 foul shots coming for Zach Edey. They had to get together, did the 3-man crew, and discuss it. Edey is 72% foul shooter, playing here on senior day.
That was one of those interesting scenarios where you have one official calling it on the ground, the other official calls it in shooting motion as Zach switches the first free throw in. Fortunately for Purdue, the one that had the shooting foul is the one that overruled the other.
Zach averaging 19 points, 12 rebounds in his career against Wisconsin, making both foul shots. So Purdue leads 8-4 at the 16:45 mark. Badgers the ball in their red unis. Left to right they go. We sit courtside here at Mackey Arena. Crowell chest pass left wing Klesmet. Klesmet dribbling top of the key, hesitating, now shooting a floater from 12 feet, no good. Got his own rebound, however. Stayed aggressive after the ball, did Klesmet, and picked up his own loose ball rebound. Now they give it to Wall on the left block. Out to Hepburn, a three on the way, straight away, short. Rebounded by Purdue's Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue with a 3-on-2. Lance Jones, a three left wing. This one's no good. Wall rebounding. Here comes Wisconsin now, left to right. Klesmet leading the charge. 16:05 to go in this first half. Klesmet between the circles, chest pass to Crow, right wing, further right wing to Hepburn. Hepburn now to the right elbow. Out to Wall. Wall back down. Trey Kaufman ran on the right block, dribbling with the left hand, leaning with the right shoulder. Now picking up the dribble to Crow. Swing it left side. Klesmet. Three from the left corner is no good. Trey Kaufman rebounding for the Boilermakers. Here comes Purdue. Lawyer wants to drive in hard from the left wing. Layup good. Fletcher Lawyer aggressively to the basket for a layup.
That's beautiful. After Lance Jones has maybe taken some quick ones in transition, I like Fletch being aggressive, getting his shoulder into Wall's chest and then finishing through.
And a foul on Lawyer trying to stop the dribble drive of Klesmet left wing. First foul of the game on Fletcher Lawyer, and we have a timeout. The 2023-24 Purdue basketball season presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Earn a degree you're proud of and employers respect. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Purdue 10, Wisconsin 4 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Jeff, I'm standing courtside where this team is about to celebrate a staggering win here in the fourth quarter. I just spoke with the team captain, who told me they owe it all to Kohl's, where fans found the license gear, game day hosting fines, and other essentials they needed to rally this team to victory. He said, quote, "Great brands, great prices. Discover it all at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Back to you."
Hey, Indiana, are you ready to bust out the fun? Here's how to release the blitz when you play Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs from the Hoosier Lottery. First, pick up Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs at a retailer near you. Next, to experience all the fun, you have to get pumped because these scratch-offs are packed with top prizes all the way up to $500. The fun starts at just $1. Release the blitz today! Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This is Coach Paul Lusk, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
For all you golfers out there, the Ackerman Allen course at Burke Boilermaker Golf Complex will open Saturday, March 16th. That's this coming Saturday. Come out and enjoy an early spring round. 2024 memberships are still available. Book your tee time or join today at PurdueGolf.com. Congratulations to Zach Edey. 3 rebounds already in this game means he's the first player in Big Ten history with 2,200 points and 1,200 rebounds. Congratulations, Big Z. Purdue leads 10-4 over Wisconsin.
How about this season? I mean, that's just an astonishing stat. Every game at this point, we're just congratulating Zach on breaking some other record.
His latest superlative. You're right. Every game we have, the last 10 games, it feels like we've had something to mention about Zach breaking yet another record.
He finally let someone else get a game ball before, as the Braden Smith was celebrated with the most assists in school history in a single season.
Boilermakers on defense. Wisconsin the ball. 15-20 to go in the half. And Purdue's up 10-4. Wall, chest pass, right wing Store. He'll drive in from the right wing. He'll attack Edey and miss a right-handed layup. It bounces out of bounds, baseline right, and they say it's last touched by Wisconsin. Purdue has subbed in the redshirt freshman Camden Heide. The Minnesota native is into the game for the first time today. And so is Mason Gillis, the redshirt senior on senior day, 6'6" from Newcastle, Indiana. High right elbow extended. A catch for Edey. Gives to Lawyer on a handoff. Lawyer, floater, right wing, good. Banked it in. Fletcher Lawyer, he has 4 points.
Fletcher Lawyer, just really nice, soft touch in that in-between area right there with his right hand, off the dribble handoff. Soft touch there with the high floater off the glass.
Purdue up 12-4 over the Badgers. Nolan Winter, who just subbed in, shoots a 3. In and out, no good. Out of bounds, last touch, Zach Edey, right baseline. Nolan Winter, 6'11" freshman from Lakeville, Minnesota. Averages 2.7 points a game. He comes into the game and immediately pulls the trigger on a 3-point shot. Missed it, but Wisconsin keeps the ball with 20 on the shot clock.
It was a pretty clean look for sure as Hepburn came off that ball screen, kicked it to Winter, and Purdue's going to give that up over some other things. And right now the Badgers 0 for 4 from long range. They're going to have to hit some threes if they want to get back in this game.
Wall, left side chest pass into the hands of Store. Store dribbles to the free throw line, kick to Hepburn for a 3. Chucky Hepburn's 3-point shot is missed. Rebounded Tyler Wall. Now it's loose on the floor underneath the basket. Everybody's fighting for it, and it will be a timeout, Wisconsin. They say that Wisconsin's Nolan Winter, maybe Wall, might have been Wall, got to the ball first and signaled for a timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout granted to the Badgers. Join Boilermaker Alliance today, Purdue's official name, image, and likeness collective supporting Purdue athletes. Visit BoilermakerAlliance.com to learn more. Shot clock will be at 16, I think, yes, for Wisconsin. They'll inbound baseline right. 14:31 on the game clock. Badgers 0 of 5 to start the game from the 3-point line. Just 2 of 11 all told shooting for Wisconsin. Think about this on the drive here today. We spring forward with daylight savings time. So for Wisconsin, their body clock, they think it's probably, not probably, this is a 10:30 tip-off for their body clock, 10:30 a.m. That's an early morning.
I did not think about that. That is, yeah, you're right. As a team that typically is on the central time zone, you're right. And then you have the spring forward piece of it. It's some early run for the Badgers.
Early wake-up call.
Maybe that's why the shooting touch for the Badgers is a little bit off.
That's what I was alluding to. Tyler Wall has it at the top of the key in a triple threat position to Klesmit. He'll shoot from the top of the key and hit. Max Klesmit comes off a screen from the left side and rises and back, knocks in a triple. 3 points for Klesmit, and it's 12-7 Purdue.
Coming off a pin down there, Klesmit able to get quite a bit of separation from Lawyer, and finally an open shot goes down for the Badgers.
Their first made 3 of the game. Gillis a straightaway 3, in and out, no good. Edey will rebound. He'll put it back to the basket and miss. Rebounded A.J. Store of Wisconsin, and then he lost it out of bounds. Purdue gets the ball back.
Man, Mason Gillis, that 3 does everything but go down on a nice clean look on the top of the key. A great pass by Fletcher Lawyer as he went to the right wing, looking behind to a Mason Gillis who had raised, but then extra effort play by Braden Smith in the backcourt to have that ball knock out of bounds off Store, and Purdue retains possession.
Mason, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists in that win at Illinois Tuesday. He was dynamite in that game. Now here's a foul away from the ball on Klesmit, and that'll be his second foul. So Max Klesmit picked up a foul away from the ball, his second personal. He'll have to head to the bench, replaced by Jonathan Blackwell.
He's yelling at, Max Klesmit's yelling at official Courtney Green walking off. He says that's a bump. He tried to, kind of chuck Zach Edey or bump him as he was going down the lane on the roll, and the official Courtney Green not having it.
Purdue with the ball and leading 12-7, 13:45 to go. Braden Smith, right wing, misses 16-footer. Loose on the floor, underneath the basket. Again, everybody's fighting for it, and this will be a held ball. Purdue will have the possession. Zach Edey on the floor, Blackwell on the floor, Nolan Winter on the floor. Both teams hustling after that loose ball rebound. Purdue inbounding baseline left, 20 on the shot clock. 13:38 in the first half. Purdue 12, Wisconsin 7. The Lawyer in the corner, that's the right corner. Drives in on the baseline, had to double clutch, and somehow made that right-handed layup.
Fletcher Lawyer, of course, kind of known as a three-point shooter, but getting busy in the painted area. 3 buckets around the rim here today.
6 early points for Lawyer. He averages 10.5 a ball game. Had 16 points at Illinois Tuesday night. Storr left baseline, driving to the basket. Reverse layup is good. A.J. Storr, his first scoring of the game. He averages 17 a game in Big Ten play. Best on the Badgers. Purdue up 14-9. Braden Smith uses a screen near the timeline from Edey, trying to shake off a very aggressive Chucky Hepburn.
He's pesky.
Inside to Edey. Edey spins around Winter and scores. Count the basket and a foul. Zach Edey with a chance at an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus and see if and one is right for you.
Well, that's an aspect of Zach's game that he's really added this season, the ability to put the ball on the floor and kind of get those 2 long steps and get closer to the rim. I think a lot of times the opposing defender thinks he's going to kind of just stop in the paint and shoot that jump hook that he's so good at as well, as Zach sinks the and one free throw. But he's added that ability to where when the defender maybe raises up a little bit, gets out of his stance, trying to contest a potential jump hook, well, Zach's long stepping, and that allows him to get by.
Purdue up 17-9 with 12:40 to go in the half. Storr will drive and dunk. He came down the left side of the lane uncontested and jumps high in the air, dunks with the left hand. Zach Edey went down hard underneath the bucket.
Grabbing his left ankle as well.
And he's a little gingerly walking toward the Purdue benches, Zach Edey. Officials are going to take a quick look at the monitor here. Couple of subs, by the way, into the game for Wisconsin. Marcus Ilver, 6'9", 225-pound junior from Estonia. And also Kamari McGee, 6 foot, 180-pound junior from Racine, Wisconsin, who originally started his career at Green Bay, played his freshman year at Green Bay. Zach's going to retie the left sneaker after hobbling around a little bit on what looked to be a gimpy left ankle. 12:36 to go in the half here. Purdue up 17-11, but the bigger story now is the health of Zach Edey, obviously.
He's definitely favoring it quite a bit. Unfortunately, he went to do the retie his shoe, and I think everyone was hoping that was maybe going to resolve the problem, but he got up and was limping around quite a bit, but it looks like he's been able to walk it off here a little bit. He's going to stay in the game.
He will stay in the game, correct. Purdue up 17-11. Zach Edey on senior day. Setting a screen, top of the key for Braden Smith. He goes all the way to the basket. Right-handed layup, good. Once he turned the corner, he was going to go uncontested to the rim, and he did for a right-handed layup. Purdue's up 19-11. Ilver a three. No, missed it right wing. Rebounded Fletcher Lawyer. Quickly ahead to Lance Jones. It's a 2-on-2. Lance will pull from 3 in transition. Air ball. Lance Jones with a little too aggressive there. Shooting an air ball from the right wing in transition.
Lance is so athletic. I mean, he does have those ability to hit those threes in transition. We have seen it a lot this year, but he's got such a great burst to get to the rim, too. I would like when he's got some of that extra space to maybe attack the basket a little bit more.
A.J. Storr, top of the key, guarded by Lance Jones. Chest pass left side to Blackwell, the freshman. He snake dribbles down to the left block and then stops, pivots, throws it out to Ilver. Now to Storr. Shot clock at 5. Storr driving and shooting for 12 feet left wing. It is good. Got the friendly bounce. A.J. Storr with the bucket. And it's Purdue 19, Wisconsin 13. 6 points in the game for A.J. Storr. 6 in a row for A.J. Storr. Braden Smith with the right elbow. Again drives all the way to the rim and got fouled. Purdue went right back to the exact same play. This time Braden Smith was fouled trying to get to the bucket. Fouled by Stephen Crowell of Wisconsin, his first. Timeout on the floor. On the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard, Purdue 19, Wisconsin 13, 11:23 to go in the half. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
you work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future. Starting today, we're proud to be owned and operated by over 20,000 member owners. Keystone specializes in energy, home heat, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. And we remain centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years. Just like you, we're proud to back the Boilers. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you.
I get paid to do this. How cool is it?
Wow. It's like me getting paid to be a coach.
And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
Purdue 19, Wisconsin 13. Release the Blitz with the new Cash Blitz scratch-offs. From the Hoosier Lottery, they're packed with fun and top prizes up to $500. The Blitz starts at just $1. Play responsibly. Before we move further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. It's a new season at Kohl's with everyday styles at great prices. You can get more of what you want for less. Find go-tos for going everywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell on site. Audio engineer Wes Scott is here as well. Purdue 19, Wisconsin 13. 11:23 to go in the first half. Purdue 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Wisconsin 1 of 7.
And a little bit of a scary moment here at Mackey Arena with Zach Edey grabbing his lower left ankle. But Zach, after the TV timeout, still in the game and doesn't appear to be favoring it too much anymore. So crisis averted, Rob Blackman.
Crisis averted. Those who have been holding your breath the entire broadcast since then, you may exhale, and Braden Smith makes the first foul shot. Braden, 82% foul shooter this season, had 19 points at Wisconsin in the first matchup this season. Misses the second foul shot, though. Purdue up 20-13, and Wisconsin the ball. Chucky Hepburn dribbling right wing. Gives it up far left wing where it's caught by A.J. Storr. Ethan Morton now playing for Purdue, guarding Storr. Wisconsin throws it inside, now back out to Ilver for a three. He misses his second three-point attempt of the game. Rebounded Braden Smith. Quickly ahead. It's Lance Jones. He'll drive to the basket. He'll shoot a floater, and he'll make it against some contact defensively. Somehow Lance made that shot.
A really impressive finish through contact, but that's, I think, what Coach Painter wants to see more from Lance in transition. Attack the rack.
Morton in the game for Purdue. I mentioned the 6'7" senior from Butler, Pennsylvania, playing on senior day. Storr will drive at Edey and miss. Rebounded strongly by Mason Gillis. Quick outlet up the left sideline. It goes to Braden Smith. Purdue up 22-13. Inside it goes to Edey, and he was pushed in the back by Stephen Crowell. Crowell, you talk about displacing him. That's what Crowell did. He displaced Zach Edey by about 5 feet with a shove in the back. Whoa.
There was a lot of intensity put into that push there by Crowell to get to dislodge Zach Edey there.
2 fouls on Crowell.
It's a big foul.
Team foul number 5 on Wisconsin. Purdue's only committed 1 team foul here at the 10:25 mark. Braden Smith, right wing with it. Left wing to Ethan Morton. He wants to drive on Wall. Spins, gives it back to Braden Smith, who throws it inside to Edey. Edey will spin against a double team. Kick it out to Braden Smith. He'll shoot, falling away left wing and miss. Zach Edey was fouled trying to get a rebound tip in. Foul on Nolan Winter. Winter undercut Zach as Zach was trying to tip at the ball with his right hand. Second foul on Winter. The officials indicate they want to go to the monitor and look at it for a potential hook and hold. At the very least, what we will have here is 2 foul shots for Edey because Zach was trying to tip the ball towards the bucket with his right hand when he was undercut on a blockout by Winter. Purdue up 22-13 in the 10-12 mark. Zach Edey of the Boilermakers. Naismith late season watch list. Naismith Defensive Player of the Year list. Wooden Award top 15 finalist. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar top 5 finalist. And this will be a flagrant 1. Flagrant 1 on Nolan Winter on a hook and hold. So Purdue's going to have an opportunity at, 4 foul shots. We'll have 2 foul shots for the flagrant 1 and then resume play with 2 more foul shots. This could be a big turning point for Purdue offensively. Already leading 22-13. Box Fit Lafayette is a non-contact boxing gym open to all fitness levels. It's also home to Rocksteady Boxing Lafayette, a program to help people with Parkinson's fight back. Visit them at boxfitlafayette.com. So we'll start with 2 Zach Edey foul shots for the flagrant 1 on the hook and hold on Winter.
And how about that review, Rob? That was one of the quicker reviews I feel like we've seen. It didn't take long for them to determine hook and hold.
Zach makes the first foul shot. Zach has 6 points, but 4 of them have come from the foul line. He's made just 1 field goal, averaging 24 points a game, second best in the country. He missed the second foul shot.
It looks like it will be on the floor, actually, for that foul that took place.
Oh, okay. So
I was with you. I thought maybe it was a tip-in opportunity where they called it, but Purdue going to be taking it out of bounds under.
Braden Smith will be the passer. Out to the high right elbow and a lob caught by Gillis. Now to Braden Smith. No, fake the handoff to Braden Smith. Now to Ethan Morton. Now back to Smith. Now to Ethan Morton. He'll shoot a 3 on the left wing and miss it. Tipped in by Zach Edey. This time Zach was not to be denied on the tip-in.
Big Z, he's been all over that offensive glass most of this game, and that time, as you said, he gets it to crawl over the iron after the missed 3 from Morton.
Boilermakers up 25-13, 9:40 to go. First half, Chucky Hepburn right wing. Top of the side, it goes to Winter. Swing it left wing, Store. Back to Winter. Dribbled it between his legs, lost it, got it back, and then Lance Jones fouls Jonathan Blackwell. Winter bobbled the ball momentarily, quickly gave it up to Blackwell, and as Blackwell was dribbling past Lance Jones, Lance reached and fouled. Subbing in for Purdue, Caleb First, the 6'10 junior from Fort Wayne. Trey Kaufman-Wren back into the game as well. Zach Edey will go to the bench. So will Mason Gillis. Purdue up 25-13. Hepburn attacks the bucket with Caleb First guarding him. Spinning and shooting and missing. Good D. Winter had it. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue. Baseline right. Boy, we see it every game, Bob. Every game. When Edey exits, they immediately, they being the other team, attack the basket. And that's exactly what Hepburn did.
And I normally would say it's a very wise proposition, but I'm not sure what Chucky Hepburn, trying to back down Caleb First. I'm not sure the likelihood of that being successful was very high.
Tyler Wall spinning in the middle of the painted area, 6 feet away. Pivoting, now shooting and scoring. boy, is he crafty once he gets to the middle of the paint.
Now Tyler Wall backing down Caleb First.
Yeah.
I like the odds of that going much better for the Badgers, as it did right there.
Well said. Purdue up 25-15 at the 9-minute mark. New man in the game is Chris Hodges, a 6'9 junior from Schaumburg, Illinois. He's in for Wisconsin. As Trey Kaufman-Renn spins, shoots, misses, and a foul on the rebound, I think, on Caleb First. Yeah, Caleb knocked Tyler Wall out of the way trying to go for an offensive rebound, and Caleb First is hit with a personal foul. As Fletcher Lawyer subs in for Ethan Morton. 8:53 to play in the half. Purdue 25, Wisconsin 15.
That was a surprising miss there by Kaufman-Renn. I got to say, he gets great footwork there to get to that jump hook, and pretty uncontested for him at pretty point-blank range, and just leaves it short.
Hepburn right elbow to Wall left elbow. Now to Blackwell. He dribbles free throw line, rises and shoots a 15-footer that misses, and Braden Smith has his second rebound of the game. He wants to push tempo right to left. Braden now to Trey Kaufman-Renn, top of the key, back to Braden on a dribble handoff. Fall-away jumper, right elbow, good. Boy, that was a tough shot, falling backwards, but Braden Smith knocked it home.
Wow, Braden's had a number of jumpers not fall today, and that was probably the most difficult attempt, as you said, and that one's pure swish.
Hodges gives it up right wing. Hepburn dribbles to the right elbow. Gives to Storr for a deep left wing three. No good. Long rebound, though. Tyler Wall for Wisconsin. A reload here for the Badgers. Kick in a corner. Blackwell will drive in from the right corner. Get to the rim. Shot blocked, but a foul was called on Trey Kaufman-Renn. Well, an offensive rebound, I should say, leads to an extra opportunity for the Badgers. Timeout on the floor. Purdue 27, Wisconsin 15, 7:59 to go in the half on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
If you're a Boilermakers fan, you know that scoring big is everything. Few things feel as good as watching your team pass, shoot, and dribble their way to victory. Off the court, you can experience that same feeling with a Magnum tractor from Case IH. Magnum tractors match the power, speed, and strength of the best Boilermakers by helping you net every challenge that comes your way. Score big with a Magnum tractor this season by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance. But not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball-sized hail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
This is Camden Heidi, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Fans, don't forget, tomorrow night it's the final Matt Painter Show, presented by Jimco Constructors. 6 o'clock tomorrow night at Walk-Ons in the Purdue Memorial Union. Final show of the year. At Walk-Ons, it's always game day with a taste of Louisiana. You can also tune into this same radio station. You can watch it on Purdue's Facebook page or YouTube page or the X channel. Matt Painter Show, the final one of the year, tomorrow night, presented by Jimco Constructors, proud partners of Purdue Athletics. Purdue leads 27-15. Darius Rucker, the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish, is in Mackey Arena today to watch some Boiler Ball. All the celebrities show up. Now look, no offense to Darius Rucker, he's awesome, and he's an A-lister. But But the fact that Bob Riddell and Westcott hung out with Vince Vaughn in Honolulu earlier in the season, that trumps them all, in my humble opinion.
That was very cool. That was very cool seeing Vince Vaughn not only there in person having a conversation with them, but he was supporting the Boilermakers there too, which is very neat as well.
Blackwell at the line for Wisconsin, the freshman from the state of Michigan, 84% foul shooter, misses the first. And chicken sandwiches are in the equation. Slim Chickens. Do they need to get the deep fryers fired up? Blackwell dribbles once, shoots, got it. Hearts broken momentarily at Mackey.
All nylon from Blackwell there on the second attempt.
Purdue 27, Wisconsin 16. What if Darius Rucker would show up with his
tomorrow to Slim Chickens?
Slim Chickens with his game ticket for a free chicken sandwich. Purdue's going to turn it over. No, a foul. A foul. There was the ball lost from Lawyer off of his knee at the top of the key, but the reason he lost it was because Chucky Hepburn ran into him, and Hepburn's going to be hit with a foul. First foul on Hepburn. Both teams have done a good job taking care of the ball. Purdue only has 2 turnovers so far. Wisconsin only 1.
I do think Purdue potentially caught a break there. I think Fletcher might have tripped over his own feet.
Oh, okay, sure.
And then they called, but because, it just out in the open court like that, it looked so odd just for him to fall flat in his face. I think they maybe got Hepburn for the push.
And it's 1-1 for Lawyer, by the way. Team foul number 7. Fletcher does make the foul shot. He has 7 points. He's an 84% foul shooter on the season. Wears number 2 on the white jersey, dribbles it 2 times, shoots and makes it. Purdue will sub Miles Colvin into the game for Purdue. The 6'5" freshman from Indianapolis going to get some run, replacing Lance Jones. Purdue up 29-16 at the 7:40 mark. Wall left side Store, dribbling into the painted area and fouled en route. Foul goes against whom? That looks like Miles Colvin. Miles has a tough assignment. He subs into the game, and he has to guard A.J. Store the second he comes in. That is not an easy cover, fans.
No doubt. Hey, Miles, I know you haven't played in a couple games, but get out there and you check.
One of the best players in our league. Yeah,
an all-league type of dude. But, hey, I'm sure Miles is up for the challenge.
First foul shot for Store up and good. A.J. Store 7 points. He has 25 straight double-figure scoring games working currently. Today would be number 26, obviously, if he could get there. Big East all-freshman team last year at St. John's. From Rockford, Illinois, just a few miles south of Madison, Wisconsin. Wears a red T-shirt under the red jersey, dribbles the ball twice, shoots and hits. 7:35 to go in this first half. The clock ticking. Purdue 29, Wisconsin 18. Zach Edey with 8 first half points. Braden Smith left wing. Now to Lawyer inside to Edey. Edey spins, drops the left shoulder, shoots with the right hand, and banks it home. 10 points for Zach Edey.
Just impressive footwork there from Big Z. Gets to that middle lane and then just one extra pivot to create a little bit more separation on the angle.
Store dribbles into the baseline, kicks it out to McGee. Kamari McGee, an open 3. No good, missed it long. Rebounded by nobody. Trey Kaufman-Wren was hustling after it weak side, and he couldn't get his hands on it cleanly, and he lost it out of bounds on the far sideline.
Zach and Trey both going for it there. I don't think either one saw, or at least Trey did not see Zach coming. Zach was going to gather it, but then Trey knocked it off Zach's knee.
Wisconsin with a reprieve here. Under 7 to go in the half. Purdue up 31-18. Wall dribbles left baseline, now retreats out of there. To McGee, right wing. He dribbles into the baseline. Kicks it left wing for a Store 3. A.J. Store, a triple. A.J. Store. This guy can shoot it. 11 points for him.
Purdue did a great job there, post-trap on Wall on the baseline. Then Wall gets rid of it. And then a miscalculation there by Kaufman-Wren on the closeout on McGee. McGee, not a shooter. You want to close out short there and not allow the blow-by.
31-21 inside to Edey. And he was fouled on a drop step coming in from the right block. This will be a 1-and-1 for Edey. Foul will go against Tyler Wall of Wisconsin, his first. Well, Edey in double digits. That's now 82 straight games for double-figure scoring for him. A.J. Storr in double digits for Wisconsin. 26 straight games in double-figure scoring for him. As Edey makes the first foul shot, front end of a 1-and-1. I feel pretty safe in saying both Edey and Storr will be all Big Ten selections when the selections are revealed tomorrow night.
Certainly, Big Z going to be, as he leaves the next free throw short, he's going to be first team, and I'm guessing Storr falls somewhere in that second, third team area.
Purdue up 32-21, 6:15 remaining. First half. Wall dribbles into the right block, jump stops, pivots out to Storr. Right wing, now chest pass left wing. Hepburn throws to Crowell, high left elbow extended. Crowell dribbles twice, gives it up the Wall. Wall against Edey will spin. Shoot a right-handed short jumper that's no good, and it's rebounded by Fletcher Lawyer of Purdue. 4 rebounds already for Fletcher Lawyer to go with 8 points and an assist. Fletch filling up the stat sheet here. And he just had the ball stolen from him. Storr stole it, and then Trey Kaufman-Wren fouled, and he's called for an intentional foul. Trey Kaufman-Wren called for an intentional foul, trying to stop a run out of A.J. Storr. Oh, that one hurt. Second foul on TKR, but the official calling it intentional, official Terry Oglesby. So A.J. Storr goes to the foul line here for Wisconsin at the 5:48 mark. Foul shot good for Storr.
Coach Paint was making a claim that Trey was just trying to slap the ball away.
Well, that's the thing. He made a play on the ball.
Right.
Now, look, he was obviously trying to stop a fast break. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, he was thinking, hey, perfect world, I hit the ball here, but there's a strong chance I'm just going to be fouling.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is a big possession because not only does Wisconsin come away with 2 points, now they get the ball back here. The 5:48 mark, Purdue up 32-23.
That was unfortunate for Fletcher there on the offensive end. He pivots, and Storr comes off Miles Colvin in the corner from the backside, and Fletch didn't see him coming.
Badgers the ball. Trailing Purdue by just 9. Wall to the bucket, left-handed layup, good. Tyler Wall, 6 points. He had 20 points against Purdue in the first meeting. Purdue's lead is trimmed to 7, 32-25. Braden Smith guarded by McGee. And we have an illegal screen on Zach Edey. He was screening for the ball handler at the top of the key. Braden Smith being that ball handler. And a foul against Edey. Matt Painter came out of his seat on that one, displeased with that call.
Saw the replay. I don't agree with that one.
A.J. Storr, left elbow, rises and shoots, misses, rebound. Zach already 8 rebounds to go with 11 points. Purdue the possession at the 5-minute mark. Braden Smith, jump shot, pure from the left elbow.
Pure is a good call on that one, Rob. That was just so smooth coming off that little baseline screen. Elevated, no one there to contest.
Chucky Hepburn to Wall, left baseline working on Edey. Back out to Hepburn. 15 on the shot clock for the Badgers in their red uniforms here on the road. Wall driving in from the free throw line. Fouled on that drive before the shot. It'll be Purdue's 8th team foul. Foul against Edey, his second.
A good strong drive there by Wall. He made that move right on the catch at around the 3-point line. No hesitation whatsoever. And when you got a slower guy guarding you like he does with Zach Edey, not a bad play just to get it and rip and go and hope you can catch Zach Edey a little flat-footed maybe. And that's kind of what took place there as Zach, just a tad slow moving the feet, gets him with the hip bump. And a big second foul. We're going to have Kaufman-Wren coming in for Zach now.
4:36 to go in the half. We'll keep an eye on that. 4:36. Zach Edey goes to the bench with 2 fouls. Let's see if Purdue can hang in there. Right now leading 34-25. First foul shot by Wall is good. The front end of the 1-and-1.
Big shot there from a guy who is not a great free throw shooter there in Tyler Wall.
66%, the exact number. Wall, 1,300 points, 700 plus rebounds at Wisconsin. What a career he has had. The grad student from Lakeville, Minnesota, missed the second foul shot. Mason Gillis rebounding.
Finally, when I call a guy a non-great free throw shooter, he actually misses.
Finally worked. We got to the last regular season game of the year, and it finally worked for you. Purdue up 8, 4:20 to go here, first half. Braden Smith, left elbow. This one left it short. Blackwell rebounds for Wisconsin. Here come the Badgers on the run, left to right. Blackwell to Wall. Catches high left wing, trying to back down Mason Gillis. Now spins on Gillis to the block. Out to Hepburn, stolen by Miles Colvin. Excellent defense by Colvin. Purdue on the run, right to left. Lawyer a three in transition. Count the basket, and a foul! A triple time, and one for Fletcher Lawyer. Timeout on the floor. Purdue leading Wisconsin 37-26 at the 3:59 mark of the first half on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
Check out Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. They are like new and only available at your local Honda dealer. Checked, inspected, and reconditioned with genuine Honda parts by factory-trained technicians. Honda certified it and backed it with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Certified pre-owned Hondas are in stock now at your local Honda dealer. Drive worry-free with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Honda certified it. Only when you buy at your local Honda dealer.
Water damage from a busted pipe can be a real nightmare in these frigid temps. For over 40 years, Hayes & Sons has been restoring water damage in Indiana homes and businesses. They'll help you navigate your insurance claim and get your life back on track. So when a water disaster strikes, tell your insurance agent you want Hayes & Sons for your restoration work. Visit HayesandSons.com for more information.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
When we resume action, the Boilermakers at the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus and see if and one is right for you. Our very last play before we headed to a commercial timeout. Purdue in transition off a steal from the freshman Miles Colvin. Finds Fletcher Lawyer open on the left wing for a three. Not only did he make the three-point shot, but he was fouled by Kamari McGee to boot. So the rare opportunity at a 4-point play coming for Fletcher Lawyer when we resume action here. Purdue up 37-26 at the 3:59 mark of the first half. This reminder, we know this much. Purdue's next game is this coming Friday at 12 noon Eastern in Minneapolis. We just know who the Boilermakers are going to be playing. It'll be the winner of the 8-9 seed. That game will be played on Thursday at noon Eastern. Lawyer at the line to try to help Purdue add to their lead. Remember, Purdue right now playing without Zach Edey. He's on the bench with 2 fouls.
What a sequence that was, right? The freshman Miles Colvin, that's a young player as Fletcher sinks the free throw. As a young player, those off-the-ball defensive stuff at this level can be really difficult to adjust to. Miles has shown the ability to guard on the ball, but for him off the ball there to get in that passing lane and lead the break, that was impressive to see.
Hepburn, a three in the left corner, is missed. The rebound is knocked out of bounds by Hodges of Wisconsin. The ball baseline right, knocked out of bounds. Purdue gets it back. A.J. Storr and Tyler Wall subbing in for Wisconsin. They had taken a very short break, all of about 13 seconds after the commercial timeout. Now they're back into the game. Purdue the ball, leading 38-26. Braden Smith right to left on a left-handed dribble over the timeline to Lawyer. Blackwell's on him. Picked up the dribble, throws it left wing. Smith lobs it to the left baseline where it's caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. On Wall, spins. Oh, what a move! He left Tyler Wall in the dust with a right-handed spinning hook shot.
That was a little taste of your own medicine type move. Kaufman-Renn on Wall.
And the ball lost out of bounds. Wisconsin as they were driving to the bucket. Chucky Hepburn with just the third turnover of the game for the Badgers. Trey Kaufman-Renn with 2 points.
Spin cycle.
40-26. I like it, Bob Riddell. 3:05 to go in the half. Braden Smith dribbling left elbow. Pass was tipped, but gobbled by Mason Gillis near the timeline. Shot clock at 10. Now to Lawyer. Now right side it goes Braden Smith. He throws into the left corner. Caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Back to Braden Smith. Baseline, 16-footer. No. Tyler Wall rebounds for the Badgers. He wants to push the tempo here. Marcus Ilver catches it right wing. Throws to Hepburn, left wing. Now to Blackwell. Now to Storr in the corner. And what do we have?
Braden Smith stepped on the official's foot after the missed jump shot and has rolled his right ankle.
You are correct. I missed that. Purdue was playing 4-on-5 on the defensive end. I didn't see Braden down at the down to my left. Greg Gard for the moment, the head coach of the Badgers, looking after Braden till Matt Painter can get down there. And Braden is, he's going to hobble here. He is hobbling, putting no pressure at all on that right ankle. So we saw Edey go down early in the game with a left ankle twist. Edey came back in the game. Actually never left the game. Edey stayed in the game. Now Braden is going to go right to the training room with Chad Young, the Boilermakers athletic trainer. Braden is walking under his own power now, but gingerly as he walks up the tunnel to our right. So let's keep an eye on that. Tyler Wall to A.J. Storr. Deep three, right wing, short, long rebound, picked up by Trey Kaufman-Renn of Purdue. Boilermakers playing without Braden Smith and without Zach Edey right now. That normally is not a good combo. Purdue's up 40-26 at the 2:20 mark. Lawyer on the right elbow. Had it stolen. Taken away by the Badgers. Storr on a run out here. He'll attack Mason Gillis, shoot a floater and miss. Rebounded by Trey Kaufman-Renn, but he saved it to the wrong team. Tyler Wall with it for Wisconsin. Now to Blackwell. He'll stop and pop and score from 12 feet.
Ouch. John Blackwell gets into the lane there and used quite a bit of forearm and shoulder to displace Lance Jones, the on-ball defender, to create that separation for the pull-up. The official had a great angle at it, too. A little surprised the official didn't blow a whistle there.
And now a foul away from the ball. Lance Jones was setting a screen at the free throw line, and Marcus Ilver just trucked him. I mean, trucked him. That will send to the line Lance Jones with 2 shots because it's the 10th team foul on Wisconsin. So 2 foul shots for Lance Jones at the 1:44 mark. Purdue leading 40-28. We'll see if Purdue can hold serve here again without Edey and without Braden Smith. It's not often that Purdue goes with both of those guys on the bench at the same time. First foul shot good for Lance Jones. Granted, it's out of necessity at the moment. 2 fouls on Edey and a sprained right ankle, it looks like, for Braden Smith. And here comes Braden right back out of the tunnel. So that makes me very happy. And the fans have noticed it too. You'll hear them cheering in the background. Lance Jones made both foul shots. Lance had 10 points. He averages 12 a ball game. Purdue's up 42-28. Badgers the ball at the 1:37 mark. First half, clock ticking. Wall just past right side Hepburn, outside of the arc, skip past left corner Blackwell. He'll drive and attack Trey Kaufman-Renn, count the basket, and a foul. Foul on Trey Kaufman-Renn. A very strong take for the Badgers. That's 3 fouls on Trey Kaufman-Renn.
And those closeouts are extremely difficult on those cross-court passes where you're all the way over on help side position like Fletcher Lure was there. It's a quick skip pass. You're trying to get out there on airtime to get a good closeout. But when they get good pace on that cross-court pass and you're closing out to a guy like Blackwell who makes the free throw there, who can shoot threes and put the ball on the floor, man, that's just a tough deal, right? The best of the best are the guys that can do those closeouts. But that was a tough one for Fletch, and it allowed that penetration, and then Kaufman-Renn not able to get over there in time to get that true verticality on the help side.
Now Purdue up 42-31. Boilermakers on offense in their white unis here. Mason Gillis, left side Lance Jones for a catch and shoot three. No good short. Rebounded Ilver of Wisconsin. We're down to 1:05 to go in the half. 11-point Purdue lead. Badgers the ball. Hepburn. Oh, they found an open cutter. Ilver ended up under the bucket for a layup, cutting in from the right wing. First 2 points of the game for Marcus Ilver, who rarely scores. Purdue up by 9, and Purdue will take a timeout. 47.1 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. And Braden Smith's going to sub back in the game.
And that is definitely going to be a welcome sign for this Purdue fans. We'll see how he's able to play on that ankle. You know, sometimes all those ankle injuries can be very different. Obviously, the low ankle sprain better than the high ankle variety, and those ones were kind of step back like he did when you step backwards and step on someone's foot. It's
I did not see the play, Bob. Did he step on an official? Is that what happened?
He stepped on the official's foot. He took a little bit of fade away on the left baseline. His momentum was carrying him backwards, and unfortunately, the official not as fleet of foot as we would have liked to get his feet out of Braden's way. And he just had that right ankle turn over a little bit. Usually, those aren't the super duper bad ones, and as you see here, I think that was probably similar to the one Zach had with his left ankle. Zach was able to play through it. Braden looks like he's going to try to play through it as well, which is of course a huge piece of the equation. Zach Edey and Braden Smith are the two straws that stir the drink for this Purdue team, so you don't want to see either of them getting hurt this late part of the season.
Purdue inbounding right in front of Wisconsin's bench, throwing it to Braden Smith in the front court, guarded by Hepburn. Purdue has to bounce it high right elbow where it's caught by Caleb First. He'll dribble hand off the Lawyer, who's at the top of the key. Shot clock at 10, inside to First. Shot fake, goes in and makes a left-handed layup. Caleb First on a screen and dive, and Lawyer found him for the layup.
Great execution there, Purdue, after the timeout. Sure enough, Boilers score after a timeout. And Caleb First, great shot fake on the catch. Gets the opposing Badger player in the air and then finishes with his strong left hand on the left side.
About a half a second differential between game clock and shot clock. Purdue up 44-33. Badgers putting the offense into motion, turning it over. Stolen by Lance Jones with 4 seconds. Now 3. Here's a half-court shot from Lance. He almost banked it in. Oh, that would have brought the house down. We have reached halftime at Purdue's Mackey Arena. The Boilermakers had to work around some foul trouble from Zach Edey, some foul trouble from Trey Kaufman-Renn, and a turn ankle of Braden Smith. Yet Purdue leads 44-33 here at the halftime horn at Purdue's Mackey Arena. Our Coors Light halftime report begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
What is 988? It's a way forward. It's a listening ear. It's whatever help you need, when you need it. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline offers trained crisis specialists ready to talk to you 24/7. If you or someone you love is experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis in their life, call or text 988. Want more information? Visit 988indiana.org.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network, from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Also brought to you by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealer or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. And by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
It is halftime at Purdue's Mackey Arena. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell. Purdue is leading Wisconsin 44-33 in the regular season finale. This is our Coors Light halftime report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Proud partner of the Purdue Boilermakers. Remember, Bob, we made a note on our scoring sheet when Zach Edey went to the bench with 2 fouls. It was with 4:36 to go in the half, and Purdue was leading 34-25. And we said, well, can Purdue hold serve here with Big Z on the bench? They did just that. Purdue not only was able to hold serve, Purdue actually extended their lead, outscoring the Badgers over that stretch 10-8.
Pretty impressive there by Purdue, especially when you consider in that stretch their star point guard, Braden Smith, also goes out with an ankle injury and doesn't come back until that last offensive possession there where they're able to get the bucket with Caleb First. So just really impressive work by the Purdue players that were on the floor during that stretch. I'm guessing if Purdue is able to hold on and win this game, that's that stretch there that Wisconsin is going to look back and say we needed to do some more damage.
Purdue leading 44-33. Boilermakers 3 of 7 from the three-point line. Wisconsin 2 of 13 from the three-point line. That's a big stat in this first 20 minutes. Purdue out-rebounding the Badgers 20-16. Purdue with just 5 first-half turnovers. Wisconsin only turned it over 4 times. I'll give you all the halftime stats presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage when we come back to the Coors Light halftime report. It's Purdue 44, Wisconsin 33. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross 8 Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit indianakitchen.com. Proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello, it's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, no trolley with... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
'Cause we're gonna be
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime at Purdue's Mackey Arena. Purdue leads Wisconsin 44-33. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is a proud supporter of Purdue basketball. Ruoff's top-notch customer service makes your home ownership dreams an easy reality. Apply online at ruoff.com. Badgers in the first half, 12 of 33 shooting. That's only 36.4%. They were just 2 of 13 from 3. That's 15%. And 7 of 9 at the foul line. 13 first-half points for A.J. Storr. He's the only double-digit scorer currently for the Badgers. Tyler Wall does have 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Badgers 16 rebounds, 7 offensively. They only had 4 first-half turnovers, 5 assists on the 12 made baskets. The Boilermakers shoot 15 of 28, 53.6%. 3 of 7 from 3, 42.9%. And Purdue was 11 of 14 at the foul line. Boilermakers with 20 rebounds, 5 offensively. Purdue with 10 assists on the 15 made buckets, 4 of those from Braden Smith. Purdue with 5 first-half turnovers, 4 steals, 2 of those from Miles Colvin, the freshman. Zach Edey right now 11 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. Fletcher Lawyer leads Purdue in scoring, 12 points, 4 rebounds for him. Lance Jones has added 10 points, 7 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds for Braden Smith. Purdue 44, Wisconsin 33. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill, official partner of Purdue Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Bobby Riddell has a look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by your Central Indiana Honda dealers when we come back to the Coors Light halftime report. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
University Bookstore is the official textbook source for Purdue Athletics and the home of the original Purdue Pete. Cash in on 3-Point Thursdays with Purdue men's and women's basketball. When Purdue scores, so do you. With winning home games, you can save up to 39% on in-store purchases. Gear up for game days with the #1 fun place for Purdue. University Bookstore, 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. It's University Bookstore.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
You work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Located at 3995 State Road 38 inside Fearless Fitness. BoxFit Lafayette is a family-owned boxing for fitness gym. No matter your age or skill level, you're welcome to come and punch your way to better fitness. BoxFit is also home to Rock Steady Boxing, a program for people with Parkinson's. Rock Steady has been shown to help slow or reverse the symptoms of Parkinson's. Find out more about all that BoxFit has to offer at boxfitlafayette.com. That's boxfitlafayette.com.
Welcome back to the halftime show. Purdue leads the Wisconsin Badgers 44-33 here at the half. Time now for our out-of-town scores segment, and today's out-of-town scores are brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. We'll take a look at some of the Big Ten action that's been taking place here this weekend in the final weekend of the regular season. One game that was played yesterday. The Minnesota Golden Gophers traveled to take on the Northwestern Wildcats, and the Wildcats in Evanston with a big win, 90-66 over the Gophers. As far as today's action goes in the Big Ten, there is one game currently underway besides this Purdue-Wisconsin matchup, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers appear to be locking in a potential top 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament and getting that double bye as they have a 83-66 lead over the Michigan Wolverines on the road, which is 3:56 to go in the second half. That game currently airing on the Big Ten Network. A little bit later on today, getting ready to tip off at 2 p.m. on the Big Ten Network following that Nebraska-Michigan game is Ohio State at 18-12 on the year, traveling to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 15-15 on the year. At 4:30, the Michigan State Spartans will visit the Indiana Hoosiers. That game will air on CBS. And then 12th ranked Illinois visiting Iowa. That game will tip at 7 o'clock on FS1. And then the final game of the evening, the Maryland Terrapins visiting the Penn State Nittany Lions. That game will tip at 7:30 on the Big Ten Network. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun to drive vehicles. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud supporters of Purdue Athletics. We'll take a look at the keys to the second half in just a moment when we return to the Coors Light Halftime Report. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance. But not just any insurance. We're good at fireworks don't go in the attic insurance. Hole in window insurance. Even guy that shouldn't have a chainsaw but has a chainsaw insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hey, Indiana, are you ready to bust out the fun? Here's how to release the blitz when you play Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs from the Hoosier Lottery. First, pick up Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs at a retailer near you. Next, to experience all the fun, you have to get pumped because these scratch-offs are packed with top prizes all the way up to $500. The fun starts at just $1. Release the blitz today! Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Just a reminder, radio listeners, we will carry all of today's Senior Day festivities post-game here at Mackey Arena, including Coach Painter's address to the crowd as well as all 6 of the seniors' speeches. We'll have that live for you right here on the radio network as part of our post-game show this afternoon here at Mackey. But before we get to that, still work to do. Purdue up 44-33 over Wisconsin as we get ready to begin the second half. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. And the Badgers of Wisconsin will have the first possession of half number 2. Braden Smith is in the lineup to start the second half. Chucky Hepburn using a screen from Crown near the top of the key. Mason Gillis starts the second half for the Boilermakers in place of Trey Kaufman-Wren, who has 3 personal fouls. Inside to Crowell, right-handed hook shot is no good, but tipped in off of the weak side. No one blocked off Tyler Wall. He comes crashing in for a tip-in. 8 points for Tyler Wall.
Definitely somebody there on Purdue's team needed to try to come down and crack down on Wall.
Gillis a 3, straight away. Triple time for the redshirt senior on senior day, Mason Gillis.
What a tough shot. That was heavily contested there at the top of the key. Mason, all in one motion off the cut, just rose up. Hit there.
Boilermakers leading 47-35. Wall swings it right side to Storr, who dribbles down the right side of the paint, spins against Edey and shoots a soft one from the right wing, but it misses. Rebounded by Purdue's Fletcher Lawyer. Look at Fletcher, 5 rebounds with 12 points. Inside to Edey against Crowell. Crowley out to Lawyer, right back into Edey. Now he'll spin against Crowell. He'll shoot, he'll leave it a little too long, and Wall rebounds off the weak side for Wisconsin. 8:40 to go in the ball game. Purdue up 47-35. Purdue, the Big Ten regular season champions, trying to pick up a school record 28th regular season victory. Wall down low against Edey to the right block, dribbling with his left hand, spinning to his right shoulder, shooting with his left hand and scoring. Man, Tyler Wall is tough to guard in around the bucket.
Wow, even scoring over the top of Zach Edey. That's pretty impressive there. Zach does have the 2 fouls, doesn't want to pick up a quick third one, certainly. But either way, Wall's ability to go over either shoulder there, really impressive. Gets that left hook there.
Edey a go against Crowell. Had it stripped away by Klesmit, and a steal for Klesmit. Klesmit did not play a lot in the first half because he had 2 early fouls. He has a steal here. Crowell driving into the left block, lost it out of bounds. He was going to attack the bucket from the left block, and the ball squirted right out of his fingertips for Wisconsin's 5th turnover.
He was going to try that same move Tyler Wall just did to have some success on that left block with the left hand over the top of Zach Edey. Crowell was going to get into that shooting motion as well. Similar approach, but the ball slips out of his hand.
Wisconsin in this game has 5 steals. They had 14 steals against Rutgers in their midweek game in Madison. Purdue with the ball here left to right in the white unis for the second half. Braden Smith bounces it inside to Edey against Crowell. Spins and shoots a right-handed easy hook shot for Zach Edey.
Zach playing through some contact there. He even showed a little emotion, but he's got that ability to finish, as we know, through a lot of contact.
Purdue up 49-37. A.J. Storr, 12 feet straight away, rises and scores. 15 points in a game for A.J. Storr. He averages 16 a game. Purdue up 49-39 on Wisconsin. 17:05 to go. High right wing, a catch for Edey. And turnover. Braden Smith turned it over, trying to throw it back to Edey. Klesmit the other way here. And he was fouled while spinning to the bucket before the shot. Foul will go against Purdue's Fletcher Lawyer. It looked to me like the last turnover, Bob, Zach Edey fell down trying to dive to the bucket. And so when Braden was ready to pass it to him, there was no one to throw it to, and he just turned it over.
Yeah, he was stumbling there. The Wisconsin defender who was there to greet him, to try to, kind of chuck him in the middle of the lane as he's rolling, really got in Zach's way, forced Zach to stumble, and then the pass goes right past him.
Klesmit drives into the right elbow and pivots away. Now to Wall, right wing, throws it to Chucky Hepburn of the Badgers. He throws it top of the key, caught by Crowell. Crowell inside to Wall, turned it over. Bad pass by Stephen Crowell was too high. Intended for Tyler Wall, out of bounds, baseline left, and Wisconsin now has 6 turnovers.
That just can't happen there. If you're Stephen Crowell, you've got that matchup you want. Lawyer's been switched on to Wall. He's trying to jockey for position. You just got to put that right on Wall's face and allow him to get to work.
Inside to Edey and a foul. Wall tried to cut in front of Edey at the last minute as the pass was floating in towards him. And Wall gets hit with a personal foul. His second. Purdue will inbound on the baseline right. 16:28 to go in the game. Purdue leading 49-39. Mason Gillis just got a warning from Matt Painter and the official. Stop talking to the other team. he got it doubly bad. Here's a three. No good. Braden Smith, right wing. Tyler Wall rebounds for Wisconsin. Wall pushes in transition right to left. Gives to Hepburn. Hepburn dribbles to the left baseline. Stops. Gives to Crowell. He swings it on the chest pass right side to Klesmith. 16:10 to go in the game. Wall wants to drive. He drives in, makes a right-handed layup. Tyler Wall, 12 points for him.
He's been pretty impressive here, using that dribble when needed or using the footwork on the block right there, using that ability to put the ball on the floor from the perimeter and get that angle at the right side of the rim.
Braden Smith dumps it inside to Edey. He was fouled on his way to the basket, and he makes the shot as well. And one coming for Zach Edey. Foul on Stephen Crowell will be his third. Timeout on the floor. Purdue 51, Wisconsin 41. 15:47 to go in the ball game on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. If you're a Boilermakers fan, you know that scoring big is everything. Few things feel as good as watching your team pass, shoot, and dribble their way to victory. Off the court, you can experience that same feeling with a Magnum tractor from Case IH. Magnum tractors match the power, speed, and strength of the best Boilermakers by helping you net every challenge that comes your way. Score big with a Magnum tractor this season by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up.
This is Lance Jones, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Lance Jones has been good for the Boilermakers in this ball game. The grad transfer from Southern Illinois has 10 points. Purdue's up 51-41 on the Wisconsin Badgers. You're good at being you, and Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is good at your insurance. Find an agent to help you or get a quote today at infb.com. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification, this is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Purdue 51, Wisconsin 41. 15:47 remains in the game. Wisconsin and Purdue 3-3 in the last 6 meetings between these two ball clubs. Wisconsin a Big Ten co-champ in 2022. Purdue the Big Ten champ in 2023 and 2024. At the line, Zach Edey trying to complete an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. And Zach Edey does complete the and one. 14 points for Zach. 16, I should say. 16 for Big Z. Wisconsin, the ball. Purdue leading 52-41. Klesmit throws it up high to Wall, who dribbles all the way out to the motion P at center court and now comes racing downhill against Edey. Stops and spins against Edey on the left block. Throws it out to Winter. Now to Klesmit. Shot clock at 3. Does Klesmit see it? He'll drive. He'll shoot up against the horn and hit it. Klesmit got into the paint, threw a floater at the rim as the shot clock was expiring, and he made it.
That was pretty darn good defense there by Purdue. They tried to space and out the Boilers and have Wall attack Lawyer, but instead at the end, as that ball's kicked in the offensive possession, Purdue will retain possession there. In the end, it's the drive there by Klesmit to split Kaufman, Wren, and Lawyer, and just kind of throws up a prayer and gets it to go.
As the shot clock was dwindling, Klesmit, third team all-conference when he played at Wofford, now playing in his home state of Wisconsin. 15 minutes exactly remaining. Purdue leading 52-43. Edey on the right block here against Winter. Here's the double team. So he finds his teammate, Trey Kaufman-Wren, who says thank you very much and lays it into the basket.
That is great vision by Zach. The defender was down there trying to take away Kaufman-Wren and be able to get to that skip pass, but he doesn't get all the way inside Kaufman-Wren. So good find there by Zach.
Give Zach Edey an assist. His second of the game. Here's a deep three, left wing missed by Klesmit. Long rebound, though, grabbed by Blackwell of Wisconsin. He'll shoot a 12-footer, and he'll make it. Blackwell aggressive to an offensive rebound, then dribbles himself into a wide-open jumper left wing, and it's Purdue 54, Wisconsin 45. 14-10 remaining in the game at Mackey Arena. Braden Smith dribbles to the left elbow and stops. Kicks in a corner. Trey Kaufman-Wren will shoot a three. He will miss. Rebounded by Edey. Right back to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Now to Braden Smith, who had it poked away. Stolen by Wisconsin. They have a 2-on-3 to the Badgers. Blackwell wants to attack, and a blocking foul on Fletcher Lawyer. Blackwell lowered the shoulder, dribbling with a left hand. Lawyer tried to slide over and take the charge. Blocking foul on Fletcher Lawyer. Now 3 fouls on Fletcher.
Ooh. Fletcher Lawyer sliding his feet there, was giving some ground. You know, he respected Blackwell's quickness. Fletcher took that thing pretty close to the chest as Blackwell lowered the shoulder. A lot of times that defender will get that call, especially on their home floor.
Fletcher comes out of the game with those 3 fouls. Trey Kaufman-Wren almost stole the inbound. He couldn't quite bring it in. He knocked it out of bounds in the Wisconsin bench. So Badgers will try again to inbound to baseline left. Their trigger man is Kamari McGee, the junior from Racine, Wisconsin. Throws it into Wall. Leaves it down low for Klesmit, who lays it in. Klesmit cutting to the bucket. No one saw him. Wall saw him and threw him the ball. Now Purdue 54, Wisconsin 47. 13:35 to go. Badgers hanging tough here at Mackey Arena. Inside to Edey, and a foul as the ball was coming in. Nolan Winter was hanging all over the back of the jersey of Edey. I'm not sure why Winter is complaining. That was a pretty obvious foul.
Just grabbed Zach from behind.
You can't just grab him. 3 fouls on Winter, the freshman from Lakeville, Minnesota. Last year, the Minnesota Gatorade Player of the Year. 13:32 remains. Purdue 54, Wisconsin 47. Purdue had an 11-point lead at the half. Right now the lead at 7. Inbounding, Braden Smith catching and shooting for the baseline. In and out, no good. Tipped out of bounds, last touch by Purdue. Boy, Braden had a great look on that right baseline, 15 feet away. But it wouldn't go in the bucket.
Braden 3 for 10 from the field now. Just feeling like one of those games for Braden, unfortunately, where there's kind of a lid on the basket.
Foul on Heide trying to guard Klesmit in the open court. It's only Purdue's 3rd team foul of the half. It feels like their 13th.
Yeah.
But it is only 3.
Well, I think that was one of the scenarios where the official felt like he maybe missed the original bump foul, didn't call it.
Agreed.
And so then the second contact occurs, and I actually felt like Klesmit maybe extended the forearm there, but he felt like he missed the first one, so then he bangs Cam on the second one.
I would agree with that assessment. Blackwell guarded closely by Lance Jones between the circles with the shot clock at 10. Gives to Wall. He dribbles to the right elbow, now keeps coming downhill at Edey. Stops on the right block. Gives it up with a shot clock at 5. Klesmit will shoot a deep 3 on the right wing. It is missed, and Camden Heide out-jumps Nolan Winter to get the rebound. Winter at 6'11", and Heide went up over the top of him to pick up that ball. That's that 41-inch vertical leap for Mr. Heide. Boilermakers with the ball now. Lance Jones, perimeter left dribbling, throwing into Edey. Edey against Winter, one-on-one. Will spin. He'll shoot. Foul was called, and the shot was no good. 2 foul shots coming for Zach Edey. Tyler Wall, actually, who came down from the weak side, is hit with a foul. 3 fouls on Tyler Wall.
I like what Zach did there after he received the ball. A couple ball fakes, a couple pass fakes there just to make sure no defenders were going to scrape down too quickly as he went to his dribble move into the center of the lane. Kept the defense off balance, then was able to have enough space to make his move.
Foul shot good for Edey. He got a very fortunate bounce there. 17 points, 9 rebounds for Zach Edey. 2 blocks, 2 assists for the senior on senior day. Dribbles once, shoots the foul shot, and missed that one. Didn't get the fortunate bounce that time. Wisconsin on a run out. McGee fouled as he went to the bucket, coming in from the right side, I think, on Zach Edey. That'll be Zach's third. If that's the call, it is. 3 fouls on Zach Edey at the 12:32 mark of this second half.
And that's really a play that could easily be avoided by a Purdue defense that's really locked in, because that's just a simple missed free throw, right? You should have some transition defensive balance there on a free throw scenario, but instead no one picks up McGee racing up the right sideline, and then Zach, as the trail defender, gets put in a compromising position where he has to kind of race over. He didn't really do much there from a contesting standpoint. McGee just jumped into his chest as McGee makes the first free throw, but Zach, in that case, the officials feel like not in legal guarding position and then gets the call.
Zach is replaced by Caleb First. Marcus Ilver replaces Tyler Wall. Wall with 3 fouls. Zach Edey, 3 fouls. Both coaches trying to protect their best player. McGee made them both. First scoring of the game for Kamari McGee. Missed 11 games this year with injury. All of a sudden, that Purdue lead has dwindled to 6 at 55-49 with 12:20 remaining. Purdue throws it inside to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who lost it, and it's picked up by Wisconsin. Just a poor job of catching an interior pass. Gives the ball right back to the Badgers. 9 Purdue turnovers. Wisconsin trailing by 6, and the Badgers have the ball at the 12:05 mark. Hepburn on the left baseline, trying to back down Lance Jones. Gets to the left block and stops. Pivots out to Ilver. Down to McGee, who challenges at the rim. Left-handed layup, good. Kamari McGee, 4 points, and it's a 4-point Purdue lead at 55-51. And now the Purdue fans begin cheering for the home team, trying to give them a little boost here.
Dribble penetration there kills Purdue.
Foul by McGee in the front court. Second foul on McGee. Timeout on the floor with 11:40 remaining. Purdue 55, Wisconsin 51 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hancock County, Indiana, located just 15 minutes from downtown Indianapolis near I-70 and I-465, is open for business. Learn why we are one of the fastest growing communities in Indiana. With access to available land, infrastructure, transportation, and a regional airport, join other national brands like Amazon, Carvana, and Walmart, and discover why we are the best kept secret in Central Indiana. This message brought to you by the Hancock County Economic Development Council. Visit us at HancockEDC.com or at 317-477-7241.
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
You want it? We got it. University Bookstore has you covered on all Purdue athletic sports apparel. Shop online at PurdueU.com. Anything and everything you need. Or visit us at our main location across from the Union and our stadium store across from Mackey Arena. You want it? We got it. Only at University Bookstore. We're more than just a bookstore. The official textbook source for Purdue athletics.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Indiana farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, boiler up. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Boiler up.
Purdue leading 55-51, but Wisconsin has outscored Purdue 18-11 here in the second half. With 11:40 remaining in the game, Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell and Wes Scott courtside. Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Indiana Packers, Molson Coors, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Purdue Global, Rohrman Automotive Group, and Wabash. Each are great partners of Purdue Athletics. Purdue today, Bob, to this point with 11:40 to play, I would argue, has been good, not great.
I think that is a fair call there, and I think, especially from a defensive side, I'm not sure the guys are flying around. Like maybe you see them sometimes when they're a little bit more on edge, but also been kind of one of those weird games too, where you've had Purdue's two best players roll their ankle, stoppage of play. You know, those sort of things kind of zap some energy from not only the team but the crowd. But it's 11:40 to go. The game's getting tight. I feel like you're going to start seeing the juices ramp up here because the competitor in everyone, as the game gets close late, is going to pick up.
Zach Edey has subbed back in for Purdue. Edey with 3 fouls, and Purdue turned it over, trying to throw it into Edey, and Marcus Ilver stepped in front of the pass and stole it. 7 turnovers for the Boilermakers. I beg your pardon, 10 turnovers for the Boilermakers. And now Wisconsin, the ball trailing only 55-51 to Purdue. Ilver, perimeter right, bounces it to Crowell on the right block, guarded by Caleb First. Out to Ilver for an open 3, lets it fly, missed it badly. Long rebound, picked up by Blackwell in front of the Wisconsin bench. That ball missed badly, ricocheted right towards the bench area of Wisconsin, and Blackwell ran it down. Hepburn, top of the key, picking up the dribble into the corner. Ilver's going to shoot another 3, miss it badly. Boy, Ilver's not shy. Back-to-back three-point attempts, and neither one of them were close. Purdue rebounds this one. Floater, no good. Smith to Lawyer. Back to Braden Smith for an open 3. Yes, sir! Braden Smith with a triple time.
That's a huge hit for Purdue. Fletcher Lawyer easily could have shot that one on the inside-out action. Probably should, honestly. But instead, makes the extra play. One dribble kick out to Smitty, and Braden cashes it in.
Now a foul on Lance Jones on the driving Chucky Hepburn. Braden Smith missed the original floater. Purdue got the rebound, Lawyer, and then found the relocating Braden Smith on the right wing for that open 3. That foul on Lance Jones in the driving Hepburn, his first. Wisconsin ball. Purdue's committed 5 second-half fouls. Wisconsin 5 second-half team fouls. Hepburn left baseline. Now to Crowell, high left wing outside the arc. Gives back to Hepburn, who's dribbling at the top of the key. Dribbles into the free throw line extended. Gives to Wall. Wall will shoot a three and miss. Rebounded by Caleb First. Tyler Wall, not a good three-point shooter. He's 3 of 11 on the season from 3. Braden Smith, left wing, no good. Rebounded Crowell of Wisconsin. 17-foot look from the left elbow, but no good for Braden Smith.
It's a little short on those today.
McGee with it for Wisconsin, throws to Wall, right baseline, dribbles past First, kicks opposite corner for 3. That one is good. Blackwell in the opposite corner, open for a three-point shot, and he made it. The freshman, Jonathan Blackwell, makes it Purdue 58, Wisconsin 54.
Blackwell takes that thing baseline in a great, Wall takes that thing baseline in a great pass there to Blackwell.
Into the corner for a Caleb First 3. He answers a triple time for Caleb First, who makes just his 3rd three-point basket of the season.
What a shot. He's definitely out there for defensive purposes right now and rebounding purposes, and he steps up with a massive triple.
And he did not hesitate. Here's a jumper, no good. Tyler Wall rebounded Braden Smith. Braden on a run out, left to right. Purdue leading 61-54. Fletcher Lawyer turns the corner on the baseline, now falls down, and now a foul. A foul against Wisconsin. Lawyer was dribbling baseline underneath the basket, lost his balance. He then fell down trying to save the ball, and a Wisconsin player fell on top of Fletcher from behind. Who was that player? Was it Blackwell? No, it was Crowell. It was Stephen Crowell. That's his 4th foul. Can you believe Caleb First on the season is now 3 for 11 from the three-point line after that make?
His volume has been so low. The attempts, just not there. He's not even a guy you really start talking about anymore as far as a three-point shooter. Purdue hasn't been guarding Marcus Ilver on that end. He was not able to cash in with 3 attempts today. Well, how about Caleb First? They do the same. They don't guard him, and he cashes in.
Purdue with a 7-point lead, inbounding to Edey. Out to Braden Smith, right wing, dribbles right baseline, stops and bounces it into Edey on the right block. He's double-teamed, had the ball punched away from him, but right into the hands of Smith. Right back to Edey. He'll spin, he'll shoot, he'll miss it. Got his own rebound. Now he'll have to fight a couple of Badgers for it, and what do we have? Tyler Wall was reaching in. Zach Edey was reaching in. Foul was called, I believe, on Wisconsin. There's a whole lot of bodies flying around down there. It is on Wisconsin, and it will go against Nolan Winter, his 4th. So Crowell with 4 fouls, Winter with 4 fouls, and this will be a 1-and-1 for Zach Edey.
And I got to say, that's a tough one to go against Nolan Winter. I thought he had his hands on the ball there to force a jump ball, but the officials didn't see it that way, so that's a big break for Purdue.
17 in the game for Edey. 10 rebounds for Edey. Make it 18 in the game for Zach Edey. Now for him, 61 career double-doubles at 18 and 10. And he'll have one more free throw opportunity here. Purdue's leading 62-54. The Badgers have been as close as 4 points in the second half. 8:33 to go. Second foul shot, yes, good. Zach Edey. Crowd alive again at Mackey Arena.
Here we go.
63-54. Blackwell will drive, get to the rim, but he was fouled before he got there by Lance Jones. Blackwell going left baseline, dribbled past Jones. 3rd foul on Lance Jones now. Foul trouble beginning to mount for both ball clubs. Lawyer with 3, Trey Kaufman-Wren with 3, Edey with 3, Lance Jones with 3 fouls. Purdue up 63-54. Badgers the ball at the 8:20 mark. Hepburn straight away 3, long, tipped out long and rebounded by Purdue's Lance Jones. 8:12 remaining. Purdue trying to finish the season undefeated at home. Driving, Braden Smith to the rim. He missed it, but Zach Edey finished it with a 2-handed punch.
And they're going to take a look to see if the ball was still on the cylinder. I believe it is pretty close, potentially, as Smith's layup on the left side goes up with the right hand, tries to spin it in there, and comes off. And Zach tried to... Oh, they're calling no basket, I believe, and maybe this is going to give them the ability to look at it.
You are correct. For For the moment, Zach Eady's putback dunk off the Eady miss is ruled no basket interference. I say for the moment because now they'll go to the monitor and check as we take a timeout with 8:03 to go in the game. For the moment, it's Purdue 65, Wisconsin 54. We'll see if it stays that way on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future. Starting today, we're proud to be owned and operated by over 20,000 member owners. Keystone specializes in energy, home heat, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. And we remain centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years. Just like you, we're proud to back the Boilers. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This is Coach Katie Geralds, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Listen to coverage of the NCAA championships on the Varsity Network app, powered by Learfield. Fans can hear Westwood One's exclusive national coverage, along with most school broadcasts through a multicast option that's only on the Varsity Network app, available for free in your app store. The officials have looked at the monitor, and they have determined that the putback bucket for Zach Eady does not count. Basket interference by Zach Eady, so take those 2 points off the board. That means the score is Purdue 63, Wisconsin 54 with 8:03 to play. Critical juncture in this game came about 2 minutes ago when Tyler Wall of Wisconsin, who rarely shoots threes, attempted a three-point shot and missed, making him 3 of 11 on the season from three. We came to the other end offensively, and Purdue's Caleb First, who rarely shoots threes, he took a three and made it, making him 3 of 11 from threes on the season. Right now, that's a big difference in this ballgame.
Oh, it's a huge turn of events there, and that was a massive shot by the junior Caleb First.
Purdue up 63-54. Caleb playing extended minutes here because of the foul trouble with Trey Kaufman-Renn. Blackwell drives and scores out of the timeout. He went right at Purdue's Zach Eady and scored with a right-handed layup.
That is not an easy finish, and huge play there by Blackwell, getting to that right hand and then getting through the body of Zach Eady.
Purdue a 7-point lead with 7:35 to go in this ballgame. Braden Smith to the right elbow, stops, finds Mason Gillis behind him. He throws it inside to Eady. Right back to Gillis, right back to Eady against Nolan Winter. Spins on Winter and missed a left-handed bank shot. Mason tried to save it in bounds but couldn't. Mason Gillis losing it out of bounds, baseline right. Wisconsin will have the ball.
Well, that's one Zach Eady's going to really want back for sure. Makes a good move and then just kind of misses that bunny there with the left hand after the drop step.
About 13 points for the freshman Blackwell for Wisconsin. against an 8-point average. Blackwell in the left corner faking a three. Now got it back and made a layup. He threw it to Wall and then cut to the bucket. Wall gave it right back to him. And 15 in the game for Blackwell. It's Purdue 63, Wisconsin 58 at the 7-minute mark.
That's high-level two-man game there. Great back cut by Blackwell.
Blackwell has been good today. Inside to Edey. Spinning, shooting, and this time he won't miss. He went right at Winter and banks it in with a right hand.
Big Z ain't missing that bunny. Not with his strong hand. Big redemption for him after missing the previous possession with the left.
Purdue up 65-58 with 6:35 remaining. A.J. Storr dribbling in, shooting. Blocked by Edey. Blocked by Edey. Purdue with a ball. Storr challenged Edey 8 feet away, straight away, and Edey blocked it. Lance Jones lobs for Edey. Catches it left side. Went to dunk. Missed the dunk. Wisconsin has the ball. I think the ball slipped out of his hands as he was going for the dunk. 7-point Purdue lead, 6:15 to go. Tyler Wall, right elbow, chest pass, left elbow to Winter. Now to Hepburn, back to Wall. Wall to Storr. He's at the 3-point line. Dribbles into the right elbow. Gives it to Winter. His three straight away is no good. Excellent block out, Lance Jones, and Edey gets the rebound.
Great job by Lance there with the check out.
Zach Edey, 21 points, 12 rebounds on senior day. We're down to 5:45 to go. Purdue lobs into Edey. Edey against Winter on the right block, very slowly. Now throws it to Braden Smith, who'll shoot an open three. It's no good. Long rebound in the corner, grabbed by Purdue's Lance Jones, and then lost out of bounds. Lance had it for a split second, but couldn't quite keep it cleanly in his grasp. Wisconsin ball. Zach, I beg your pardon, Camden Heide will sub in for Fletcher Lawyer. 5:35 to play. Purdue 65, Wisconsin 58.
Braden Smith got a really nice look there on the inside-out action. Purdue, of course, playing through Zach here continuously, and Braden's going to want that one back. And I thought for sure Lance, I think he was first one there. I thought he was going to gather that one, but he couldn't quite corral it.
Here's a foul on Purdue, yes.
Yeah, Camden Heide running through the screen of Tyler Wall as Klesmet came off a flare. Cam, instead of trying to avoid that screen, hits Tyler Wall's chest, and looks like that's going to send Tyler Wall here to the line.
Yeah, Wisconsin trying to keep Purdue under 70. Right now, Purdue's at 65. I say that because Wisconsin 15-0 this year when the opposition is at 70 or less. Right now, Purdue's up 65-58. Tyler Wall wears number 5 on the red jersey, will shoot and make his first foul shot. He has 13 points in the game, does Tyler Wall. Averages 11.8 points, 5.8 rebounds. The only player that walked on senior day for the Badgers midweek. All the rest of these guys are eligible to come back next year as Wall makes both foul shots. And it's 65-60. Wisconsin brought back most of its team from last year, quite frankly. They returned 92% of their scoring from last year's team and added Blackwell and Storr. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Mason Gillis a three, straight away. Triple time! Get it!
Man, Mason Gillis, what a knack for just drilling huge triples late in these games. He loves that top of the key area, pops to it, Braden hits him, and it's splash.
Purdue up 68-60 with 4:52 to go in the ball game. Klesmet, perimeter left, will dribble to the top of the key and stop. Right side to Crowd, catches. Fake handoff to Klesmet, now to Wall, rising and shooting and scoring 10 feet away in the painted area. What a shot by Tyler Wall.
You don't see Tyler Wall shoot too many mid-range pull-up jumpers, and that one had a lot of high arc on it too, and it just goes over the front of the rim.
16 points for Wall. Purdue up 68-62, 4:20 remaining. The Badgers keep hanging tough here at Mackey Arena. In kick to the right wing. Braden Smith catches and shoots but misses. Weak side rebound, Zach Edey to Mason Gillis. He will shoot a three. He'll miss this one. And it's rebounded by Chucky Hepburn of Wisconsin. Purdue had a couple of good looks from three, didn't make either one of them. 4 minutes exactly remaining. 6-point lead, and here's an offensive foul against Blackwell. And Greg Gard is furious that offensive foul was called as Blackwell was trying to back down Fletcher Lawyer. First foul on Blackwell, but it's the 7th Wisconsin turnover. Purdue 68, Wisconsin 62 with 3:58 to play on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello, it's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, no trolley with... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM Big Ten Radio. Tune in for news, talk, analysis from the offseason through the regular season into the postseason. We've got Purdue covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big Ten Radio 2023. Earlier today, Nebraska a win at Michigan. Puts Nebraska in the hunt for a top 4 seed. If Purdue can hold on against Wisconsin, Nebraska will be a top 4 seed, so will Northwestern. Purdue the 1, Illinois the 2, we know that. Wisconsin with a win can keep themselves in the conversation for a top 4 seed.
We just saw that charge call go against Blackwell, against Fletcher, and we talked about another play earlier where it was the second contact that got the best of the, got the worst or the best, however you look at it, of the player in the particular call. This time Blackwell, he really hits Fletcher with a pretty hard shoulder that if Fletcher went down, I think might have got the charge. They don't call it, and then the officials watching very closely to see if Blackwell lowers the shoulder at all once again. The second contact occurs when he actually doesn't lower the shoulder to the same degree, but the official felt like, okay, that's twice, and we're going to get you.
Purdue with the ball out of the timeout, 3:50 to go. Purdue up 6, 68-62. Lawyer 3 in the left corner. Yes, sir, Fletcher Lawyer. A 3-point bucket when the Boilermakers needed it badly.
That's a big-time hit there. You cannot, I don't understand that doubling off Fletcher Lawyer ball side. It's just such an easy pass out for Zach to a guy who's a high-quality shooter.
15 for Lawyer. Crowell a 3 at the other end is in and out, no good. Braden Smith rebounds. Purdue's up 71-62 with 3:19 to play. Fletcher Lawyer 16 points at Illinois Tuesday, 15 points here tonight at home. Nice to have his offense working here late in the season. Inside Edey against Crowell. Right-handed hook shot is no good, and a foul on the rebound, or is that it? On Mason Gillis? Yes, Mason Gillis called for a push-off foul trying to get offensive rebounding position. His first foul. Purdue was walking to the foul line like they think
Mason thought it was on the other team.
Yeah, he thought it was the other team. Mason was going to the foul line, and the official is telling Mason, no, you're not shooting foul shots. You actually committed the foul.
Oh, that was interesting. So Mason, as he's charging for the rebound, he's got the inside position on his man, Wall, who's behind him. But Blackwell, who was guarding the opposing player in the corner, had got inside position on Mason, and so they felt like Mason pushed Blackwell in the back, even though Wall was coming from behind him.
But stops the clock with 3:03 to play and puts Jonathan Blackwell at the line with a 1-and-1. And the first foul shot missed. He missed it off the right side of the rim, and it's rebounded by Purdue's Braden Smith. So
that's
points,
pivotal.
Yeah, points left at the line by the Badgers. 2:52 remaining. Braden Smith, by the way, with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Inside to Edey. Spinning, shooting, scoring again. 2 more for Zach Edey. Purdue's up 73-62 with 2:40 to go. Hepburn challenges Edey at the rim. Missed the shot. Edey rebounds. Quickly to Braden Smith. Ahead to Lawyer. Lawyer to Lance Jones. Shoots a 3 on the left wing. Triple time! Lance Jones. Timeout. Wisconsin. Purdue extends the lead. 76-62. Lance Jones shot the 3. Even though Matt Pater was telling him, hold up, I want to burn some block. Yeah, right. On the Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard, Purdue 76, Wisconsin 62, with 2:24 to go in the game. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross-Ade Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Purdue leads Wisconsin 76-62. 2:24 remains in the game. Braden Smith is on triple-double watch. Braden Smith has 10 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. Zach Edey, a double-double, 23 points, 14 rebounds. His 61st career double-double. Earlier today, Zach Edey became the first player in Big Ten history with 2,200-plus points and 1,200-plus rebounds. And now Edey and the rest of his senior teammates are trying to close out an undefeated regular season on senior day. Max Klesman over the timeline for the Badgers. Here's the clock ticking with 2:22 to go. Blackwell from 16 feet straight away, in and out, no good. There's a rebound for Braden Smith. He now has 8 rebounds. Braden Smith is 2 rebounds away from just the second triple-double in the history of Purdue basketball. Wouldn't that be a way to end the regular season here at Mackey?
That would be special, and Braden is not shy about searching out those boards, so it's certainly possible this could happen.
2 minutes remaining with the game close enough. Braden's going to stay in the game here late. Inside to Edey, spins and shoots. He was fouled as the shot was going up. Crowell fouling, and that'll be the 5th foul on Stephen Crowell. The junior from Eagan, Minnesota has fouled out. Scoreless Stephen Crowell, averaging 11 points a ball game.
That is what we call the Zach Edey effect. And even though Zach didn't even really guard him much of that day, which I guess so that's probably unfair to give all that credit to Zach. Just a really nice job by all the different bigs that have been out there in this game. And, Stephen Crowell, as Zach sinks the first free throw, that's a tough day at the office, right? You're a guy, you're in your 4th year. Sounds like there's probably a strong chance he comes back to use his COVID year next year, but they really needed a big game from him on the road as an experienced guy, and he doesn't deliver.
He only took 2 shots the entire game. One of them was a 3. Free throw good for Edey. 25 points for Edey. Ethan Morton subs in for Fletcher Lawyer for defensive purposes. Purdue up 78-62. Wisconsin got as close as 4 midway through the second half, but the Boilermakers seem to have held off that charge from the Badgers as we're down to 1:40 to go in the ball game. Blackwell turned it over, stolen by Morton. Ethan Morton on senior day with a steal. A Purdue takeaway, 8th turnover for Wisconsin.
Nice play there by Ethan there on the weak side. Able to jump that passing lane. Great to see him get that steal here on his final game in Mackey Arena.
1:25 to go in the game. Braden Smith, right wing, will stop, pop, missed it. Long rebound by Blackwell for Wisconsin. 1:15 to go in the contest. Purdue about to win 28 regular season games. First time ever in school history that Purdue will have won 28 games in the regular season. Blackwell a 3 in the right corner. Good. Timeout, Wisconsin. Blackwell, boy, he has been good. 18 points for Blackwell, matching a season high. Making the score Purdue 78, Wisconsin 65. 1:02 to go in the game. Badgers taking the timeout here. Just 1:02 remains. Again, we are keeping a close eye on Braden Smith's rebounding. He needs 2 rebounds for a triple-double.
I'm not sure if he's more frustrated as I was just watching him walk back to the huddle. I'm not sure he's more frustrated by his missed pull-up jumper or the fact that Blackwell's 3 went in, so the rebound opportunity wasn't there for him.
You're probably onto something there, by the way, partner.
Yep, he was definitely a little bummed out, and most people would think it's, he missed that jumper and he's had a tough day shooting the basketball, but we know Braden how much he wants that triple-double. I think he was disappointed that Blackwell 3 didn't come off the iron.
Braden had 19 points, 6 rebounds in the game in Madison on February 4th. Today, 10 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. With still 62 seconds to play. Purdue will be the #1 seed in the Big Ten tournament. Purdue will play Friday at noon Eastern in Minneapolis against the winner of the 8-9 game. That game will be played at noon Eastern on Thursday in Minneapolis.
What a performance by this Purdue team this season. Unbelievable year last year, super exceeding expectations as far as winning the regular season crown by 3 games, winning the Big Ten tournament, getting that 1 seed. But then to back it up with the big target on your back this year, with all the expectations, and to do what they've done, it's been a fun ride this year, and obviously, hopefully, we got some more nets to cut down along the way.
Purdue's senior class, in their 4 years, have won 79% of the games they've played. 79%. This number here will push it, this victory, I should say, will push the number closer to 80. They've won 8 of every 10 games they've played since they were freshmen. Wow. We're down to 47 seconds to go. Wisconsin is not fouling here, so Purdue's going to burn a whole bunch of time. 10 on the shot clock, 43 on the game clock. We'll Will Purdue take a turnover? I think they will. It will be Purdue's 13th turnover. Lance Jones will have to eat it because, although that counts as a team turnover, doesn't it? Technically, it goes as a team turnover. And now Purdue will empty the bench and get the seniors in. Chase Martin and Carson Barrett. 2 of the 6 seniors will play on senior day. Will Berg is into the game, and so is Brian Waddell. The only player that remains is Braden Smith to see if maybe he can get 2 more rebounds. Curtain calls for Mason Gillis and Ethan Morton.
Very cool to see.
Zach Edey and Lance Jones as well. 24 seconds to go in the game. Ilver shoots a 3 and makes it. Marcus Ilver making a 3 with 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Which probably means Braden Smith is not going to get a triple-double. Here's a steal in the backcourt. Storr took it and dunked it. A.J. Storr with a steal and a dunk. 17 for Storr. 78-70 Purdue as the clock will run out. Brian Waddell is going to just dribble it out as the clock will tick to 0. And the Purdue Boilermakers finish off an undefeated campaign at home in 2023-2024. Just the 4th team in Purdue history to go undefeated in their home games for the season. Purdue 78, Wisconsin 70. That is the final score today from Purdue's Mackey Arena. Fans, please stay close because the Senior Day festivities are about to begin here on the Purdue Radio Network. We will carry all of this afternoon's festivities, including not only the comments from Matt Painter to the crowd, but the senior speeches as well for the 6 seniors that represent Boilermaker basketball, and a very, very, very special post-game celebration that is going to take place involving one of Purdue's all-time greats. I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Purdue 78, Wisconsin 70. Back to Mackey Arena in a moment. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
I get paid to do this. How cool is it?
Wow. It's like me getting paid to be a coach.
And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium 2-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggest day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer 2-item minimum. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, Red Bull pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores have delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance. But not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball-sized hail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball has been brought to you by your Central Indiana Ford dealers are a proud sponsor of Purdue basketball. Visit your local Central Indiana Ford dealer today. Also brought to you by Intervision Advanced Medical Imaging, the official imaging partner of Purdue Athletics. And by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field.
with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealer or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. Now back to Courtside.
The final score from this afternoon at Purdue's Mackey Arena is Purdue 78, Wisconsin 70. Purdue ends the regular season with a 28-3 record, 17-3 in Big Ten action. Those 28 regular season wins are a school record. No Purdue team has ever won 23 regular season games. Purdue has now done that. Wisconsin falls to 19-12. And the Badgers finish the Big Ten season at 11-9. Senior Day about to begin here for our Boilermakers. 6 seniors to be honored. Zach Edey and Lance Jones, Mason Gillis, Ethan Morton, Chase Martin, and Carson Barrett. And we will bring that to you for those listening along the radio network lines. We thank you for sticking with us. Final numbers for this one: Wisconsin 27 of 62 shooting, 43.5%. Wisconsin just 5 of 24 from 3, 20.8%. And the Badgers were 11 of 14 at the foul line, 78.6%. 28 rebounds for Wisconsin, 10 offensively. They had 10 assists on the 27 made buckets, 5 for Tyler Wall. 8 turnovers, 11 steals for Wisconsin. Boilermakers go 26 of 53, 49.1% shooting, 9 of 18 from the three-point line, 50%. Purdue was 17 of 21 at the foul line, 81%. Boilermakers led in scoring by Zach Edey, 25 points, 14 rebounds. Fletcher Lawyer, another great game for him, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Lance Jones had 13 points, 2 rebounds. Point guard Braden Smith was so close to a triple-double. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Also scoring for Purdue, 6 points for Mason Gillis, 4 for Trey Kaufman-Renn, 5 for Caleb Furst. Boilermakers 37 rebounds, 10 offensively, 14 turnovers, 5 steals, 3 block shots, all from Zach Edey. Let's now listen in to some of the public address announcing from our PA announcer, Carson Tucker.
A senior from Mulberry, Indiana, accompanied by Clarice and Russell Good.
Senior manager Bailey Good being introduced here to the home faithful. One of 2 senior managers.
Vandervoort, a senior from Houston, Texas, accompanied by Camille and Brent Vandervoort.
And that's Drew Vandervoort. Bailey Good, Drew Vandervoort are 2 senior managers.
Let's give these 2 managers a big round of applause for their contributions over the last 4 years. In recognition of all that they have done over the course of their careers, we now honor 6 Boilermakers who have dedicated their careers in this season to Purdue basketball.
Purdue with 59 Big Ten wins with this victory today. That's the senior class I'm speaking specifically of. 59 Big Ten wins from the senior class. That equals a Big Ten record. Only Indiana had as many Big Ten wins over a 4-year period. Indiana did it twice. Purdue equals that number with a 59 Big Ten wins. Just one of the many, and I mean many, accolades for this Boilermakers senior class here in 2023-2024. Who are we going to honor first? Looks like Carson Barrett, the senior from right here in Lafayette, Indiana, 6'5", 210-pounder. Played at Lafayette Central Catholic High School. His father, Dave Barrett, a Purdue Boilermaker as well. Played baseball and basketball, did Dave Barrett, in his collegiate career here at Purdue in the late 80s.
Keep grinding and keeping a part of this program. I just love the experience. The first day I stepped on campus, I walked into a locker room where like Trey Gilmore.
Carson Barrett, right now they're playing some of his audio up on the center hung scoreboard. That was taped earlier this week in a sit-down interview for Carson.
He's had some real flash plays this year, Carson. Probably the pass of the year by anyone on this team. when he subbed in and threw that over-the-shoulder pass with his off right hand to Will Berg for the dunk. That was the play of the game as far as late game scenarios with Purdue, with the walk-ons and company in the ballgame.
Accompanied by his mother, Wendy, his father, Dave, and other members of his family. A senior from Lafayette, Indiana, number 34, Carson Barrett.
Carson Barrett appeared in 10 games this year as a Boilermaker off the bench. He was academic all Big Ten last year, was Carson. A decorated high school player. Carson at Central Catholic, their all-time leading scorer, 1,600 points as a high school player. And he's their all-time leader in assists, 600 assists at Central Catholic. He was a very decorated high school player. Could have played at a lot of different places on a small school route, but Carson wanted to come to Purdue, play for the hometown team, and man, did he make a difference for our ball club, helping Purdue win 28 regular season games this year. Up next to be introduced, Chase Martin, the 6'2", 180-pound senior from Columbia, Missouri. Although he lived in a bunch of different places, that's what happens when you're the son of a coach. But when his father, Conzo, the former Boilermaker, was the head coach at Missouri, that's where Chase decided to settle down and call that his hometown. Conzo, a head coach at Tennessee, at Cal, and at Missouri as well. And now we honor Chase Martin, the mechanical engineering major, who is outstanding in the classroom, 2022 and 2023 academic all Big Ten performer, Chase Martin. He appeared in 10 games this season for Purdue as well, wearing the number 22 for our Boilermakers.
Accompanied by his mother, Roberta, his father, Conzo, and other members of his family. A senior from Columbia, Missouri, number 22, Chase Martin.
Chase, another one of those really good guys on the team. He's worked really hard. His dad, of course, Conzo, a Purdue all-time great, and was a guy who coached me for 3 years as a player. So it's really surreal to see Chase, who was just a little kid running around in the stands when I was a player, now walking across this floor on senior day.
Tell you what, before we get to the scholarship seniors, the 4 remaining scholarship seniors, let's do this. We're near the top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. We are now getting ready to introduce the newest member to the senior class, Lance Jones, the transfer from Southern Illinois, originally from Evanston, Illinois. While at Southern, a 2-time All-Missouri Valley Conference defensive player. Coming into this game, he needed 14 points to get to 1,900. He got 13 today. he's 1 point
have to wait
shot.
one more day. One more game.
Needs one more point, Lance Jones, to be a 1,900-point career scorer. He did make 3 threes in the game, so he has 273 career three-point buckets made. That's an impressive number.
Maybe we can get him to get 101 more points the rest of the year.
Get to 2,000?
Get to 2K.
I don't think that would hurt
That
the
would probably
feelings of
mean
any Purdue fan.
Yeah, that would probably mean a lot of success for the old ball club, too.
Lance just playing this one season with Purdue, but man, what a find he was in the transfer portal. Started every single game this year for Purdue. As the newest addition to the team, Purdue started the same starting 5 every game this regular season. First time that's ever happened in school history. And Lance Jones was part of that starting 5.
There wasn't a lot of bumps in the road, right? Not a lot of opportunities to say, let's mix it up.
Lance with 12.4 points a game.
accompanied by his mother, Katie, and brother, Layton, a senior from Evanston, Illinois, number 55, Lance Jones.
Lance carrying a photo of his late father, Robert. Many know the story, but for those who don't, Robert Jones, Lance's father, passed away late this summer. Lance had already committed to Purdue.
His father came here with Lance
on the visit.
Right. Earlier in the summer or in the spring when Lance was making, his determination on where he might play his final year.
Lance was in a tough spot because his father was very ill, and he was on the fence about whether or not to go with the team on their European trip in August. Lance did make that trip, came back to the States. His father was still alive at that time, and really just an emotional season for Lance Jones with the passing of his father. But he is honored here today, and man, what has he meant to Purdue basketball? You can't put it into words. For a one-year guy, it's tough to find a guy that's had more of an influence on this team than him from just being a part of it for one season. Up next, our Boilermakers are going to honor Ethan Morton, the senior from Butler, Pennsylvania, 6'7", 215 pounds, came to Purdue as a Pennsylvania Mr. Basketball, had just a horrendous start to his career through no fault of his own. If you remember, as a freshman, he got mono, put him behind the 8 ball immediately right out of the gate, finally got himself healthy about mid-January of his freshman year, and has never looked back, really. Ethan Morton, a defensive specialist, although he'll be the first to tell you he didn't come to Purdue as a defensive specialist. No. He came to Purdue as a guy who rarely had to guard, ever, and completely transformed his style of play to help this Purdue senior class win more Big Ten games over a 4-year period than any senior class has ever done.
Yeah, one of those guys, real testament to somebody who, changes their game for the better for the team, right? Has to sacrifice certain aspects of his game that he was really good at in high school, but just tries to find another way to plug a hole on the roster, fill a need. And, this year he's taken more of a back seat, certainly, compared to what he did his previous year where he started so many games, but he really impacts winning in so many ways and has been such a good teammate and
accompanied
captain.
By his mother, Cindy, father, Ryan, and other members of his family. A senior from Butler, Pennsylvania, number 25, Ethan Morton.
Of all the incredible statistics that have accompanied Ethan Morton's stat line this year, here's the one I love. Ethan Morton has 9 turnovers for the entire season. 31 games. He's appeared in every game, and he's played a lot of minutes in all of those games. 9 turnovers the whole year.
Let's keep that at single digits the rest of the year. That'd be nice.
And remember, this is a guy that plays point guard a bunch. When Braden Smith goes to the bench and Ethan's on the floor, he becomes the team's primary ball handler. So the primary ball handler, and many times during the season, has 9 total turnovers for the whole year. Unbelievable the way that guy has taken care of the basketball in his senior season. Ethan Morton. Up next, we'll get a glance at Mason Gillis. He's the oldest one in the group because he's a redshirt senior at 6'6", 225 pounds out of Newcastle, Indiana. His story's been well documented. Knee injury late in his career in high school, and then redshirting as a freshman at Purdue meant that he went over 900 days between games played. From his high school career to his college career, over 900 days without playing a basketball game. But when he finally got his chance, I think it's safe to say he made the most of it. 7 points a game, 4 rebounds a game. Mason, the team's best three-point shooter at 49% from 3. Hit 2 threes in the game today. 6 points for Mason Gillis.
makes us more comfortable to take.
And again, he's the only only a redshirt senior of the group for Purdue.
Pretty much have more fans than anybody else.
The old man of the group, he and Lance Jones.
Also playing in away games has been
If you look, by the way, as we went into today's game, if you look at KenPom, the nation's most efficient player, according to KenPom, is Mason Gillis, by the way. Mason Gillis, number one in the country, most efficient player in college basketball, according to KenPom.
We know we have to play well.
He's already earned his degree. He's in grad school at Purdue. So he has a college degree already in his back pocket. And, by the way, he has 2 Big Ten regular season championships in his back pocket, too.
Just an impressive career for Mason. I mean, you brought up his efficiency numbers there as the most efficient guy in the nation, and I've always felt like his game was very reminiscent of the way Grady Eifert played Grady's last year. You know, very similar skill sets, guys who can really shoot the ball, but maybe aren't super creative off the bounce, but a little undersized for their position, but extremely hard-nosed. And, you know, Mason and Grady, both just the consummate glue guy as far as that definition goes, and it's not surprising to see them both be extremely efficient.
Accompanied by his mother Tammy and his father Bill, a senior from Newcastle, Indiana, number 0, Mason Gillis.
Mason Gillis. One final senior to go. I think you know who this one is. If you have a pulse, if you've followed Purdue basketball this year, you'll understand why Purdue saved the best for last. And that's saying a lot with this senior group, because there are a whole lot of bests. Zach Edey earlier today became the first player in Big Ten history to score over 2,200 points and have 1,200 rebounds for his career. No one in the history of the Big Ten has ever done that until today. Zach Edey, 2,200 points, 1,200 plus rebounds. Today he had his 61st double-double as he finished this ball game with 25 points and 14 rebounds. Also had 3 assists and 3 block shots. Zach on the Naismith mid-season award late season list. Oscar Robertson late season watch list. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar finalist list. Wooden Award top 15 finalist. Naismith Defensive Player of the Year list. Big Ten Player of the Week. A Big Ten record 11 times in his career. 15 30-10 games. The most valuable player of the Maui Invitational, 82 straight double-figure games, and that's just the accolades that I could fit on my sheet. I've run out of room to put them all on there.
It's unbelievable. He's literally accomplished from an individual standpoint, everything and anything you would want to do as a college basketball player. From a team standpoint, they've done a ton of winning. And really, kind of that final piece is what's going to happen. This NCAA tournament, obviously we're all hoping this is a team of destiny and great things are coming our way. But, he's been an unbelievable college player. We saw the clip this morning in the film session of him scoring that bucket where he caught a lob pass, came down, rose back up and dunked it, and you and I looked at each other mid-game being like, wow, this freshman's maybe got a chance. That was pretty impressive. Who would have known? It turned into this.
By the way, Zach right now, as we sit today, 41 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer in the history of Purdue basketball. He's 41 points away from bypassing Rick Mount, with at least 2 games left guaranteed. Hopefully more.
Hopefully more.
But that number right now sits at 41 after he scored 25 in this game here today. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Zach Edey.
accompanied by his mother Julia and father Glenn, a senior from Toronto, Ontario, number 15, Zach Edie.
We will hear from Coach Painter in a moment on the microphone. All of the seniors also get the opportunity to speak if they would like, and I think they all would like to have that microphone to talk to the home crowd one final time. Look at this crowd. No one has exited from this building. There's a sold-out crowd here at Mackey Arena.
Matt Painter.
The fact that everybody stays here is big time, man. This is what it's all about, because you guys are a big part of our success. And I know each one of those guys mentioned it, but you have no idea, what it feels like to know when someone says, hey, you're going to have a game over break, or you're going to be on spring break, Christmas break, and our crowd won't be as good. And that's not the case at Purdue. And you guys